Whenever you're ready.
Sorry, now.
Live.
Okay, go.
7:03. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're
Hi.
live.
Go game go. It's movie night.
I've been waiting. Holy cow.
George, tell everyone at Red Lobster hello.
I've been waiting. Holy cow.
Biscuits, man.
Oh, they have good biscuits. They
They
do.
They
Fix
do.
Cheddar biscuits.
It's the best.
So tonight we are welcome to the show. Go Game Go. Movie night.
Movie night.
Romantic Comedies. How about that? All right, I guess we should probably introduce ourselves since we have new people. We got Stuart.
She's the crinkler tonight.
Oh, I was the crinkler last night. I actually still have it sitting here. Never throw it away yet.
Oh, is that Toblerone?
You got a Toblerone.
Oh, it's a good one.
That's a weapon.
I'm excited.
That-
It was.
I won't. Do I say it? I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, you probably should.
It's Romantic Comedies night, so yeah.
Is that the name of her sex tape?
Toblerone.
Toblerone. She's not going to be on any longer. She's leaving.
Mama C and the Toblerone. Anyway.
I could see the double feature: Rise of Skywalker and Toblerone.
Oh, brother.
Oh, it's all going down tonight.
All right.
So
we got-
yeah, we're talking about romantic comedies tonight because it's Valentine's weekend. So
That's right.
we're moving along.
Right.
we got
We have chocolates
Stuart
tonight,
and
too.
Christina up here.
Oh, wow. You have chocolates too. Honey, how come they have chocolates?
Hold on.
Isn't it required?
That was part of the ride. So much chocolate. Part of the screen. Beer and chocolate.
Chocolate, and in your house you have both.
There's the cooler.
Oh, I like it. Look at that. See, they're
Man,
prepared. What do we
they
have?
are prepared.
Whoops. I'm breaking things. But that's okay.
That makes it
Christine's
more fun.
prepared. Honey, go get me a beer. That's how she'll do it. She's all prepared. Honey, go get me a beer.
I'll tell him to go.
I'll be like, bye. See you in a bit.
It's right over here.
No, I don't mean me. I mean her. I mean me. To get her.
This is water.
Oh, I should have brought water.
I'm drinking water. That's seltzer water, right?
Yeah, That's right.
What's the
So
ingredient?
where do we start tonight?
Oh, wait. Here's a friend of mine, Laura's tuning in for the first time.
Caller.
First time caller, long time listener.
That's not your last name, Laura. What's going on here?
Oh, that's true.
Come on. You got to fix that.
No.
At bottom, we introduced Stuart and Christina. We got Pete.
No,
Hey, Chrissy?
Gregory.
No,
Sorry,
she's-
Jeffrey.
And I usually get the other way around.
Whoop, wrong way. Christina. Chrissy.
Oh, there. We'll go with Chrissy.
Very good.
Stuart.
Yeah.
Good. Caesar represented.
And now, who's as excited about talking about rom-coms as I am?
It's a 6-way tie, Pete.
Fight is on.
All right. What's
Yeah.
right name?
Yeah,
of
no,
your-
romantic comedies. I do have a question.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start it like this. Pete,
Yep.
which is the better rom-com? Episode 4 or episode 5?
No.
5.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
That's a guess.
Because man, you can't beat some of that talk that goes on Hoth when they're walking through the ice caverns of Hoth and they're going back and
It's all
forth.
sarcasm. It's all sarcasm.
Mm-hmm. That's how he won me.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I was a scruffy nerf herder.
You are.
Yeah. What's this worse shit?
Born, were, forever, are.
Are,
So
are we the only ones with a foot and a half tall
Where are you going with this?
pile.
Pile of movies. He's got all these movies over here.
Yeah,
Well-
I got references.
Let's start with one then. Go ahead. You start with one. I have one.
Well, here's one of my. All right. Do you want to know what my favorite one is, or should we hold that off?
No, hold that off for a bit.
Yeah.
Out of the gate.
So here's one of my favorites that I'm really looking forward to watching, probably tomorrow.
Okay.
I
Never seen
love this movie. That's my girl, Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
I've seen
ever
that
seen
movie on TV 1,000 times. I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing.
you will
Going
love
on 30.
It's been a
I love
while.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
So it's got the Hulk. It's got the Hulk and Elektra in it.
Who?
Yeah.
What's
Great
his
movie.
name?
Great movie.
What's Hulk's name?
Oh, the new
Ruffalo. Mark
Mark
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
Okay, Mark Ruffalo. Cool.
It is a cute movie.
Bruce Banner? No.
Yes.
All right. So, would you consider these rom-coms?
Okay. Yes.
I would.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it
would.
was funny and
Did you put
yeah.
it in?
And it's an all.
Yeah, and they were together the whole time and ended up together.
And split apart after the first one, and then back together in the second one, and et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite?
Meg
What's
Ryan.
your favorite rom-com?
Well,
Here you go.
I'm torn between a number of them,
Okay.
but probably by far, this one is my favorite. There's suspense.
Wait, is that the sex tape or is that the real one?
The Rise of Papa Pete. No.
I can only assume that he has one with that cover on it, so he doesn't know. Nobody sees it in the house and goes, gross. Or, I mean, how impressive. That's what I meant to say.
He made me do it.
He made you do it. It didn't take that long, which is
Toblerone, The Rise of Papa Pete. Okay.
Choose
Next.
a away, you know. Here, Lance. So Lance has a Meg Ryan versus Sandra Bullock. Who do you prefer in your romantic comedy?
Sandra Bullock all the way.
I like Meg Ryan.
I don't like Meg Ryan at all, so I'll go with Sandra Bullock.
Excuse me? You don't like Meg Ryan at all.
No, not at all.
Why?
I don't even like
she's
Sandra
so
Bullock, to be
cute.
honest. But
Oh, I like
if I had to
Sandra
choose
Bullock. I like
between the
Sandra
two.
Bullock.
We're in the wrong show.
Well, is that a romantic comedy, Speed? Or is that a
Mm.
romantic
It's
comedy?
more of an action movie, but
Yeah.
it's got a romantic aspects to it. Not really a whole lot of comedy.
Yeah, but
Right.
if you look at it that way,
But-
every movie does then.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
There's a love interest in every movie. Even
Right.
John Wick. It's a dog. but
John Wick,
it's
yeah.
Still,
I do have a twist for that. Sandra, for sure. What do you
Yeah.
think?
It's a tough one for me.
I need
because
Meg
Meg
Ryan all the way.
was so long, and then Sandra has more sustainability.
Oh,
I agree. I agree with that
have to
logic.
go with Sandra because of the rom-com with him and her and Ryan Reynolds and Betty White. What was that one?
oh, the
I don't
intern? No, is that what it?
Is that where she gets engaged to him?
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
just-
Like she basically
yeah.
is the boss and
It's not
says,
the intern. It's what is it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
all right.
Did you play Betty White?
Yeah, Betty White.
Betty White.
Dude,
She
if
is
you haven't seen that movie,
funny.
if you haven't
Oh,
seen
so
that movie,
funny.
you got to. She was into
Very funny.
all this Indian stuff, all like Native American stuff. I mean,
Their proposal.
The
There.
proposal.
The
Yeah,
proposal.
That's it.
'Cause
Laura
she
got
proposed that he play her husband.
That's the deal that pushes Sandra over the board for her.
Good call.
over Meg.
call.
I thought she had to get married to stay in the country or something, and he was going to marry her. No, maybe I'm thinking of a different movie.
No, I think that's right.
You sure?
And then they end up going on this like false thing where she meets Betty White, and Betty White just, oh my gosh, they just put her in one funny scene after another.
Oh yeah,
Plays
she was
that woman.
awesome.
Although Meg Ryan probably has the funniest scene in any rom-com movie ever.
Harry Met
Oh,
Sally.
when Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
I know
Right?
where Christina's going with that one.
That's
Yeah.
my point. I'll have what she's having.
Yeah, Olivia Dukakis, right? She's got the
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I mean,
she's got.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's
That's
classic.
tough to beat.
But I think Sandra Bullock's got more movies. Like I sit back and I try to remember the different movies people have been in. I remember more Sandra Bullock movies. Speed is one thing, but something like Miss Congeniality and that series was good. Okay, what was it? The Blind Side?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's not a romantic comedy.
that's
They're
not a
romantic
romantic
comedy.
comedy.
What's the one where she's in the rehab
Well, she
center?
did While You Were
28
Sleeping. While You Were Sleeping.
Meg Ryan was in. Ooh, Top
Was
Gun.
in
Yep.
Top Gun,
Sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle, You Got Mail. What else was Meg Ryan
She
in?
was in a lot. No, she was in a lot.
Kate and Leopold. There you go. Yeah.
Stuart's pulled out his makeup section.
Lance, that's a tough one because Matthew McConaughey has a whole other vibe from Tom Hanks. But that's
Yeah, he does.
Really? What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
He does.
Well,
I like Matthew McConaughey.
Hello.
Well, Tom Hanks wears a shirt, so there's a big difference.
Well, if they were both vibrators, which one would sell more?
Oh, Stuart.
Well, would you buy the Matthew McConaughey one or would you buy the Tom Hanks one? Just saying.
Overboard.
What about this one?
It's strange, Abe. It's like I had a bunch of those here too. You wouldn't think of that as a rom-com, but it certainly meets the definition, doesn't it? Nice.
Yeah, because that's what he's doing the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Meet her. Yep.
You want to know what's that? How old's that movie? What year is that movie, Stu?
Oh God, you're gonna ask me to read
Like,
the small
no,
type.
ballpark, like 90s, right?
Yeah, somewhere in the 90s.
So I just saw it for the first time, like in June since this pandemic hit. All this time at home, I watched it one day, first
What was
time
it?
ever, Groundhog Day,
Oh,
and I loved it. That was great.
Yeah, I can't tell. I don't know that it says on the back.
I like that it had a Sunny
anyway,
Spirits.
yeah.
That had a what, Jeff?
I like that it had a Sonny and Cher song.
Oh yeah, that's right. You, babe.
Yeah.
I get you, babe.
Oh, that goes over here.
what are you looking at me for?
Oh,
That's what you
wishful thinking, I guess. And then he just did a commercial the last week or the last
For
couple
Super
weeks
Bowl, yeah.
for Groundhog Day. Yeah,
Oh, he did?
Oh,
I
Matthew
didn't see it.
McConaughey had a Super Bowl one.
yeah, it was a suit. Yeah, I don't even remember what it was for. Do you, Christine?
Just that 3D Doritos. McConaughey.
Really?
It's
Because he was flat.
Yeah, the 3D yeah. And he ended up in the machine.
What are you looking for?
Well, I'm missing something. How about this one?
It is.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
Wow, I
That's,
didn't
great.
think about
Now that's a knife.
That's such a romantic comedy that they even ended up getting married in real life afterwards.
They
Yeah,
did,
they did.
and then split up.
As is the way.
Yeah, that is the way. That is the way. And this one.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Actually, I've only
Yeah.
watched it like once,
Fantastic
but
movie.
it's a great movie.
So funny.
Canadian movie.
It is a Canadian movie, eh?
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
that. Here's a classic right here, Princess Bride.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Jeff. Yes.
Moonstruck is awesome too, for sure.
Which one?
Princess.
Moonstruck is awesome. Princess Bride is awesome.
Oh.
I've watched Princess Bride umpteen time.
Yeah, I hadn't shown that one yet because that was my favorite. That's my number one.
Okay, that's your
I
number.
love Princess Bride.
And I love the logo on that Blu-ray.
Yeah, me too. Where it's upside down. It's like the angel logo.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that is
They
really
call
neat.
that something, and I can't remember.
What is that? Oh, neat.
It's this newer one. This was not the original logo.
No, not at all.
No,
Yeah, it's a word. It starts with an A.
yeah, I know what you mean.
What's that?
Anagram.
No,
No.
Wait, let me think.
All right. Who would you rather watch in movies, Reese Witherspoon or Kate Hudson?
Reese.
Kate Hudson.
Reese.
I'd probably have to say Reese because I mean, Kate. Kate? What has Kate done that you've?
Oh,
Oh, I mean, wait a minute. I'm not thinking of the same person. Sorry.
Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Yeah.
She's not Reese Witherspoon. That's what she's done.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Reese Witherspoon too. Although I have an ongoing running gag with my father-in-law about making him watch Legally Blonde one time, and he said he would never get over having to watch that movie. So
you said we're not going to
Nice.
watch that, and then you showed him
Legally Blonde too. Yeah.
This ain't that Legally Blonde, is it?
Nope, it is
No,
not.
certainly not.
Well, actually, that wasn't a bad movie. I like Reese Witherspoon and things. She's been in wasn't she June Carter and
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was.
Johnny Cash
She did
movie?
a great job in that movie.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really do like Reese Witherspoon.
Every time I hear someone say Alabama, I think of we had a trivia night once, and Celia's brother was with us, and the category was states that start with an M, and as loud as possible, he yells out "Malabama."
Oh crap!
Oh.
How about that?
Oh.
Cher.
Hey.
Could you just see Cher saying that same line? They really like me. They really like me.
Oh, geez, here's one. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Hmm.
We talked about. Didn't we talk about Hollywood Nights one night?
Yeah.
She was in that with Tony Danza.
Oh yeah.
I think I'd say Michelle Pfeiffer.
But I mean, what romantic comedy
So
was
we're disagreeing on everyone.
Oh yeah, Grease too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
joke.
Reese too. Stop.
That's a running joke here.
Cool. It's like the year after the original, and they're doing Pat Benatar style songs. I'm like, what is going on?
Reese plays the pig in Song and was in that
Oh.
new one.
Oh, okay.
The sing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've never even heard of that.
You sing? You haven't heard of
We
Sing?
don't take, no, you
Wow.
know what it is? He doesn't take me to the movies enough. We don't see enough romantic.
It was the animated, it was like the new Disney or Pixar, any of that. It was like that, and they had all the different animals going in and doing a.
I was hoping it was animated since he played the pig.
I thought it was.
We'll be right back in. Bring us right back in just a second, Jeff.
Okay.
Winona Ryder versus Molly.
Oh, that's Molly Ringwald.
Oh, I'd say Molly Ringwald.
Molly. Hands down, Molly. Winona has her place.
You
but
could say that, but have you ever seen the Stand television series,
Uh-uh.
the
old
original?
one, the old one. Yeah.
Oh my God, she's horrible.
Who?
But it's rom-com.
Molly Ringwald.
That's not a rom-com.
Oh, I'm just talking.
I know it's not.
You're disqualified.
I know, but God, it almost destroyed everything she did.
Oh, poor Molly.
I'm just thinking of her '80s movies.
She was
Yeah, she was great.
so
She was
good.
great. 16 Candles,
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink, St. Elmo's Fire. She wasn't St. Elmo's. She wasn't in St. Elmo's Fire.
Who?
Molly was not.
No,
in St. Elmo's.
No.
That was
She
I
was
was
in.
looking
Go ahead.
I was just pull one Molly Ringwald, Betsy's Wedding with Alan
Betsy
Alda.
Wedding.
Yeah.
He's the leading.
I don't remember that.
I've got 16 Candles on my list here for the show.
Yes. That's
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love that
She
movie.
was she was good. She was in all.
That's a good pick. That's a good choice. I didn't pull that one out of there.
That's
I don't
funny.
know.
I have it in there too. That and Betsy's Wedding. I didn't know if they're really rom-coms or not.
I would, because
Harrison Ford.
Sam and Jake were, trying to get together, and Farmer Ted
Right.
was a comedy.
Right. And no more Yankee my Wanky.
The donger needs food.
The Donger. What a great
My
character.
favorite was now for the place to put on my hand.
I mean, oh, poor choices. Poor choices.
I love
Oh.
Sabrina. That's a great.
So there it is.
Oh, Sabrina.
Okay. Yeah.
Harrison
But
Ford
see, and I
versus-
always have to go for the classic. The classic.
Love
Actually.
Actually. That would be about the epitome of a rom-com, isn't it?
Which brings into play Hugh. I can't even get my finger right.
Oh,
Right.
God, yes.
So I mean, Hugh is all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that goes for one of my other all-time favorites. God, it's great. Why? Because it's about music.
Oh,
Have you guys? It's like not heard of. No one's heard of this one.
No,
I know of it. I haven't seen it.
Oh God, you got to see it.
Oh, when I
It
saw
is
that.
adorable.
I'll tell you why. If you grew up watching MTV,
Mm-hmm.
you have to watch this movie because they have some of the best. I won't say recreations of videos, but recreations of the style of videos.
Oh, cool.
I mean, they made one up on here, and it's brilliant. It is exactly like what the crap was that we used to watch.
Who's in it?
Well, it's Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant.
Oh,
And,
look like
John Cusack.
no. Who's in?
Oh, Hugh. I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who's
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Who's in Say Anything?
Yeah.
John Cusack.
No.
I like
Yes, it is John Cusack.
Yeah.
I think John Ryan. Yeah.
Do you guys remember Spin City?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember that guy, the real tall guy who was it's like he's tall and he's a big guy and he kind of talks. He's like really busy with the mouth, and he plays his agent in that movie.
Okay.
The guy who gets him books in
Oh.
places and stuff like that.
Lance, you
Demi Moore and Selma.
Tough question.
I love Selma.
Me too, but that's a tough choice.
It is
because
a
I like
tough one.
Demi Moore versus
She's
Salma
pretty
Hayek.
amazing too.
Well, was Selma what rom-com was Selma in that I don't
Oh.
remember?
One of my favorites. I don't
Dawn-
think
Dustin
it's a
Dawn.
popular movie, but
Dawn is what I was thinking
yeah.
too.
she was in Fools Rush In with
Oh, Matthew.
Chandler's name. Yeah, whatever his name is.
Interesting.
Matthew Perry. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
Very
seen a rom-com.
Well,
My, fa-
I did.
my favorite line of that whole movie was when the parents were out on a boat or something, and it was like over 100 degrees. And so Selma Hayek's parents were there. They're from Mexico, and then Matthew Perry's parents were there. And they were just sweating like crazy. They wanted to get off this boat. And he looked at the parents and he goes, he was talking about trying to get out of the heat. And he goes, the white people are melting.
I'll be right back.
I know. Oh, like the white people are moving. Oh dear.
My turn.
I like that too because that was reminding me of Celia's family because in the movie, Selma Hayek had a bunch of brothers and Celia had a bunch of brothers.
Yeah.
I remember like one of our dates. I mean, like, was it our first date, honey?
I don't know. It was really early on.
It was one of our dates, and we were talking in the driveway. He was dropping me off at home. We're talking in the driveway, and my brothers pull up, and they're messing around in the garage, and we didn't know what they were doing. We're like, what are they doing? Next thing you know, they come out. They put this big cooler out on the driveway, and one sits on there. The other one puts his foot up on it, and they've got their bat, and they're like, waiting for us to come in. And I was like, okay, I guess we gotta go inside.
Wow, we were already married. That was 1997.
Wow.
That's not as old as I thought.
Who's the other one that I
What are you
had?
looking for? You don't want to say.
51st dates.
Oh, that's another one though. She's not in this one. She's not. I have another one, but there you go. We got this mentioned.
I like
Yeah.
the wedding
Oh,
singer.
look. Laura put Wedding Singer up same time you put that up.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
a great one. Another Drew Barrymore, and then this one.
Ever
Oh,
After.
Ever
Yeah.
After. Yep.
Yeah, I did like that. I like them all.
And then what about 51st Dates is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That was an interesting storyline too. That was like not that's like it was kind of interesting.
I don't know, but if
How
Kevin
about this one?
funny.
Oh,
No.
What do you mean no? Dottie,
Well, him
you wouldn't understand.
and Donnie, more than
Yeah.
not, right?
I like
and not
it,
to
but-
mention that
I can't
The girl-
accept Pee-wee as a romantic lead.
the
Sorry,
girl
I know.
the girl who
I know you are, but what am I?
and who didn't fall in love with Large Marge?
Good. There's something about Mary. I like that.
That's a movie,
I
I never-
like that.
and I never liked that movie.
I like it a
No.
lot.
Really?
No.
It's sort of it's got parts of it that I really like, and parts of it that's just sort of are kind of irritating. But overall, it's pretty good. It's certainly daring, I guess, at the time. Less so now, but
Right.
Yeah,
that's 20 years old now. I mean, at the time, it was pretty daring.
Yeah.
yeah, and I could see what people like about it. I just never liked it.
What's that?
Never was one of my favorites.
But there's something about Mary.
What's that?
I said, but there's something about Mary.
There's something about Mary.
There was something about Mary that I didn't get.
Right. Well,
Now here's a couple to show you. Like I do like Kevin Smith a lot, especially his original stuff, and those two
Uh-huh.
more than any of the other ones. Like especially that one. Really, Chasing Amy is
Chasing
really good.
Amy, I did like that one.
And I like that movie as well. But
Yeah,
one
I
that
like moments.
I don't think I always sort of wrap this one up with Kevin Smith as well. He's not the director or anything, but that was a great movie too. That was funny. As a rom-
I haven't seen any of those.
I don't remember Zack and Miri.
Have you?
it was
I
good.
live with you, so
I don't remember. it.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to check those out because I've
Oh,
never
they're
seen
good.
those.
They were
Well,
good.
that, you go with Seth, and what was the
Seth
one I had?
Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Oh
and
yes, and Charlize
The Long-
Theron.
The Long Shot.
Have you seen that movie? That's a
No.
fairly new movie, 2019.
Yeah.
That
And-
is funny.
That's an exceptionally
Yeah.
good movie where Seth Rogen and a girl are best friends from high school. He's always had a crush on her, and she becomes vice president,
Sure.
and-
Yeah.
right? And
Yep.
and he ends up becoming
And
an
she runs for
advisor. Like, and
president.
it's kind of like a really strange premise, but it's an incredibly good movie because both of them are so good in it.
Yeah.
Long Shot, it's called The Long Shot.
Huh.
She runs
2009?
for the presidency, and he becomes her her writer or whatever
The
for her
script
speech-
writer.
script writer, for her speeches and
writer,
stuff.
yeah.
Right,
And
yeah.
They end up
So
like
I can send it to Nikki.
worlds apart, but somehow they anyway. It's
It
funny
is really
as
good.
hell.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't usually like those types of movies, but I couldn't turn that one off.
That's what I
good.
liked about.
Good recommendation.
That's what I liked about the one I just talked about a minute ago, Love Actually. That's what I liked about it, and about Hugh and the woman opposite him too.
Yeah.
Celia, what's another one you like?
What's my
See
favorite?
if I have it in my stack.
You know what? My favorite's always okay. Go classic. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Ooh.
I've never seen it.
Ever seen- No, I haven't.
I don't know that I've watched the whole
I haven't
movie
either.
before. I've seen bits of it. I love the song.
Yeah.
Me too. I love the song.
Have you seen the funny one, the parody that they've done?
No.
No.
I think it's on oldenglishhumor.com is the website. And yeah, it's hilarious. It is hilarious.
You know what else is my favorite? What's the one where they were supposed to meet at the Eiffel Tower and he didn't show up, and it was because she was like she couldn't walk and she was embarrassed. It's an old classic. Is it?
Yeah, is that the same actress as Tiffany's? No.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I just loved it. I cry at all of them.
Audrey Hepburn was in Breakfast with Tiffany.
Yeah.
Breakfast with Tiffany's.
And she's beautiful. She's so beautiful.
For
Here
sure.
comes the boom. Kevin James and Selma.
Yeah, he had that up there a little while ago. I don't. I
have this?
remember seeing it way back when. It's like a 2000s movie, early 2000s, maybe late 1990s.
How about that one?
Ooh.
I'd have to go with Marissa. I don't know. That's a tough one.
You know what? Because she's got like spark, like spunk.
She has got a lot of spunk, especially in the Avengers movies.
Spider-Man
or the
movies,
Marvel
right?
movies.
Yeah. She's
It's Spider-Man.
Well,
Yeah. Here's a Marissa Tomei movie that you maybe you've never heard of. You see that? Have you heard of that one?
It looks fantastic.
Hi, Nikki.
That's not the Mike Myers movie.
No. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. This is an actual rom-com with Heather Graham, Marissa Tomei, and Jimmy Mystery is the guy's name. And that is actually an extremely good movie.
When
The
was
Guru.
that made?
That was made. I'm gonna guess at 2002, 2003. Let's see.
I think I'm going to go through all my DVDs and put a sticker on it that says 1986, 2001, whatever.
I can
God,
find
I
out.
can't stand it. It's like, when was it? I don't. It's going to take me 5 minutes to figure it out.
Oh, I'll go. That was just last year. Oh, it was 1985. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, we mentioned.
25 years ago.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Peggy Sue got married.
Peggy Sue got married.
Funny
Also,
how-
I forgot I didn't bring it over. Romancing the Stone,
Yes.
Yep.
which is actually the movie where they said, "Damn it!" And she's like, "What?" And he goes, "The Doobie Brothers broke up." Because he'd been out of it. They found that plane, and on there they had a Rolling Stone magazine talking about the Doobie Brothers breaking up. Now, let me defer here for just a second, because what about, there are rom-coms, but what about bro-coms? Like,
name one so I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
I got that in there too.
oh, I broke the window again. I'm gonna be pissed.
The Internship.
I
Yeah,
don't
oh my
know.
God. Anything with those two.
It's the Wedding Crashers, right?
Yeah.
Same two. Yeah.
Oh, and also,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Awesome.
That
love
is
it.
Oh, Paul Rudd and Jason Segel. That's a great
One of my
movie.
favorites.
Anything with
Are we
Paul
dating
Rudd.
ourselves by saying how much I
Wait.
just adore them?
Wait,
So
is
it's
that
part rom-com, part bro-com?
wait, who's the actress? Is that?
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
Jones, Rashida.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Quincy Jones' daughter.
Quincy Jones' daughter
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
plays Trains.
Oh.
That was really only bro on one side.
That's a bro comedy. There's a bro comedy.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
that's for sure.
Bro coms with rom coms.
Is that the new one?
Yeah, that's the new one. I haven't watched it yet.
Seen that yet?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Right shift.
Yep. You hit your camera just a little bit, moved it towards Christine. Would you one of
I
those
did.
times? Yeah, you
I
did.
did it on purpose.
Oh,
And how about this was part rom com, part bro com.
I love Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong, yes.
Cheech and Chong up and I got that over there.
We watched that on the night we started dating.
Really?
Is that right?
That's what he shows me.
And there you are.
I was just a romantic fool, you know.
Papa People's on all this.
I know how to make this a sure thing, Pete said.
She's either gonna stay or run to the hills.
We got high fidelity. I'm sorry. High
Oh
infidelity.
yeah, I love John Cusack.
So same here. Same here.
Say anything.
Yes.
Yes.
With such a
Great rom-com.
with such a serious edge to it toward the end, right?
Oh yeah.
The dad gets busted, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
how about that one?
Foul play. Goldie Hawn. Yeah.
Did they do like 3 movies?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many did they do all together? What more of the movies? There were more than one, that's for sure. Foul
Are
play.
you sure?
Late 70s, early 90s. There's at least
Oh
2,
yeah.
maybe 3.
One of these early 90s. That's a
With
gap.
Chevy Chase, yeah.
And Goldie Hawn? I don't know. I know Chevy was on a roll, and he did Modern Problems with Dabney Coleman and what was her name?
Oh, I like Sarah.
I'm the
I
worst
can't
person for
think
that.
of her.
Seems Like Old Times was a Chevy Chase Goldie Hawn movie.
Seems Like Old Times. That was the other one with her. You're
Yeah.
right. That's it. Not as good.
Dabney Coleman played so many asshole parts.
Yeah, no
What?
doubt. 9 to 5.
Yeah.
9 to 5. What was the War Games?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. This was the funny thing about this was, as I chose to watch this, You ever grab a couple of movies? You're like, oh, I'm going to put these together and watch these. So I had this and The Warriors. And oddly enough, when the Warriors are running in through one of the stations, one of the train stations to get away, there's a poster for this up on the wall.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, holy crap.
That is strange.
Of course, there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Great movie.
Yes.
It kind of got the whole Judge Apatow thing started, didn't it? Really, that and what was it, Superbad, and
Superbad. Yeah, right.
and there's one other one I can't quite place,
Crazy
but that
Stupid Love.
Oh, I loved the Bridesmaids.
that was funny.
What a great couple that was with the guy. He's Irish, right? I guess he's Irish.
Does that have Ellie Kemper in it? From The Office?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
She's great. She's my favorite comedic actresses. I think she's hilarious.
She is fantastic. And so cute.
There was too.
She is.
I'll be right back. I gotta
We
get
mentioned this one earlier, right?
That's
Crazy
mine.
Stupid Love. Yep.
Would you say this is? That's kind of a bro-com.
Yeah.
Office Space.
But
That's
I
got
love
a-
this space, but
not tonight. Put it down.
did anything happen with Jennifer Aniston's character in this?
I don't remember.
Because he'd go into the Apple or the whatever it was, and she was supposed to have the tchotchkes on her suspenders or whatever. And I know he'd go in and talk with her. I don't remember what happened with her on that. Speaking of Goldie,
Overboard. Yep.
that was fantastic. Never saw the new one. Wasn't interested. I mean, when you do that, you want to change it? I don't think so.
There's Carrie in the background making a
I wanted
distant appearance.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wanted
there you go.
Very.
I wanted to take the like fix the sofa, but no.
We still need theme music for Perry, you know.
I do.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Kelly Preston versus Melanie Griffith. Wow.
And then I never.
Notting Hill, the Hugh Grant.
Yeah. And
Did Hugh Grant ever make anything that wasn't a rom-com?
what's that?
Oh yeah.
Did Hugh Grant ever make anything that
Oh.
wasn't a
That's
rom-com?
a good question. I don't.
Now that
I
he's
don't think
older, he does. Now that he's older, he does. He
Like-
did.
Okay.
He did, it was a BBC production of him as the
The guy won an award, right? With-
as like a prime minister, a gay prime minister that got outed.
Yeah. That's right. And of course, Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talking to my friend today of what a jackass Jason Alexander's character was. in that.
No, right?
And then my friend goes, well, was anybody really right in that movie? I mean, you're like your main character. Awesome. Hey, what a nice guy. Well, I mean, he hired a prostitute.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, oh, Julia, what a sweet cat. Well, she was a prostitute.
They need to make money too.
What was that old song from the 80s? Naughty Girls Need Love Too?
How about that one?
Oh yeah.
Kind of is.
That as a comedy?
Saturday Night Fever.
Well, yeah, it's not much of a comedy, is it?
No, it's not much of a
What is
comedy.
now when you look
It's
at
a movie that I just never could get into a whole lot. But I just think about the romantic movies. Yeah, I lost the comedy part. So on
As a-
that, then, how about
as a-
this one?
I've never seen it.
That is one of my favorite movies.
We're going off the rails so fast.
Now wait a minute. Is he in love with the mop or the girl around his leg?
That's Brandy. The whole thing is about his love for Brandy,
Right.
her love for him, and they get together at the end. So
Wait.
I think the definition of a romantic comedy.
Well, I guess we have to watch that. Or she's going, or you have to watch it by yourself.
It's a great movie, isn't it?
If he makes me watch it again, there'll be a divorce.
Oh no, she'll take half your games,
No,
Pete.
it's one of those movies where you go, really? How many times do you have to watch this?
He's putting it in.
Careful what you wish for, big guy.
Bed's a little bigger now.
Get out
Isn't
of
it?
the Valentine's Day gift I don't have yet. So.
Ooh, what are you drinking now, Pete? That's dark.
Ooh,
This
what is
is
that? No, that's
is a Greystone, the Grind Coffee Stout.
I forgot.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that smells good.
It is tasty.
You know, we can't wait to make it up to Canada and try some of this stuff with you.
I'm going to start pouring that in my mug in the morning instead of the coffee. It would just go
There you
right.
go. I like
There you
Christina.
go. I'm with you.
It's going to make teaching a whole lot more fun. Sure, my students will enjoy it more too.
Hey, Rich is in the house. Hey, Rich.
Hey,
Rich and Heracle's in here. Yoink 2.
Yoink too.
Yoink.
That's a nice mop.
I like it.
Yoink says. Oh, it happened one night. Wait a minute. Who was in that?
Overboard. Oh, I'm sorry.
Didn't Stuart show that? I can't remember.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but now they're getting love. It's getting love.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
How about this?
Yeah.
That's been a while since
I thought I watched it one time.
I know, me too. I was thinking the same. And of course, we're back to that. This, I thought, I liked this better than Seattle.
Is that
Yeah.
we talked about one a couple weeks ago for whatever reason we brought it up. I think it was talking about Meg Ryan or something like that, and Tom
Yes.
Hanks. And I said something, but it was Sleepless in Seattle, and you said you didn't like it.
I didn't like it as much as that one.
I
I
love
thought
Okay.
it was good, but I didn't like it as much as that one.
it.
What about
We
that?
watched
Well, it's definitely a comedy.
That is a rom-com, buddy. How's it end? They're both in bed with the chicks.
Well, there you go.
I think it's more about a bromance, and they get the chick.
So it
as a
fits both.
collateral.
It fits both.
It's a collateral.
You
It's a,
realize I have
it's a,
every
it's
every
it's a
time you talk
rom-com,
about Young Frankenstein, you know what I have to do, right? Put it over here.
and you do it so well. There's another moment. Is that how you got her, Pete? Is that how it was?
That's right.
Took her to the movie and sang her that before you left and kissed her goodnight.
When you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Put it over here.
Actually, the first movie we went to, I took him, and it was Basic Instinct. So he probably should have ran. Gonna
It's our
leave
first
me, are you,
movie.
babe?
Tell him-
You didn't like
Well-
that rabbit anyway, did you?
She'll tell you what our first date was. What was it?
You mean what? Shall we?
Yeah.
What movie?
Yeah.
Godzilla.
What about you? What about you, Jeff and Celia? What was your first date movie?
Oh wow.
Oh, pressure.
I don't think we have one, do
I
we?
like Lance. I like you, Lance. Look at that.
I know.
Weapon.
Lance is
He's so-
like rocks around in my brain.
Yeah, Lance is good.
I don't
You don't remember?
I really don't know. See, he doesn't take me to any movies.
Well, these guys.
Wow.
Let me put it this way: Jeff and Celia had an awesome relationship. They were like good, great friends who hung out together a lot. This is from my point of view. I think this is about right, right?
Yeah.
And they got to know each other really well, and they hung out. And then they're like, "Wait, I think there's more of something here." So I can understand you guys maybe not really remembering because you guys just kind of hung out a lot first.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
That's cool.
You
I
know?
think, you know what? I think one time, like I actually tried to fix him up with my best friend. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, that was awful.
You just wanted somebody to test run him.
Well, I was like, he's so nice. I can't go out with someone so nice. And then, well,
It works.
yeah, right. It was so funny. I mean, you know what? I got to tell you that one of our first dates. I mean, we weren't even on a date. We were just hanging out, and usually with five brothers, you know what they're like,
Right.
what guys are like.
Right.
But here's Jeff like this at the bar, and he was doing this, but it was like casual. So I'm like, well, maybe it's an accident that he's touching my boob. And then
It was an accident.
And then
It was.
when I brought
It
it, up,
was.
he laughed his butt off. I knew he did it on purpose. When normally, if it was someone I knew, I would have been like, no. He was a nice guy. I didn't think it was in him.
Frickin' McGraw is frickin' slick. That's all I got.
So we got Elizabeth Shue versus Leah Thompson.
Change the subject.
That was a hard turn right there.
Artery.
Oh, the back tires and left skid back, brother.
Take a drive to NASCAR.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Leah Thompson. Because I don't
I'd have to put them in context. I don't
Yeah, I can't.
know who they
Well,
are.
I like it because Leah was the first Back to the Future girl, and then
True.
Elizabeth replaced her. That's a good segue. Nice movie.
Would Back to the Future be a romantic comedy?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. If it isn't, Howard the Duck definitely was, and she was in that too. So
And I mean, and they were all rom-coms all the way to the end, because in the end, you had Doc and getting together with the other gal too.
yeah.
Clara.
And Leah
With
did make
Clara,
out with
Steve.
Howard. So
Michael J. Fox and his mother.
Leah did make out with Howard. So, yeah. Oh my God! Think of that.
Like episode 4, awkward.
That's a whole other movie.
Oh my God! Leah Thompson makes out with her son in one movie and with a doc in the other.
I wonder her career.
Yeah, where is she now? I don't know.
Oh man.
Rich just got back from dinner. I wonder if he was at Red Lobster with.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
I see George commenting. Is he done? Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Where were you? Where'd you go to dinner?
Yeah,
That's
Rich,
what we need to
go
know.
to dinner.
Diane Keaton versus Susan Sarandon.
Ooh. See, Lance, you've got good matchups there. I like them all.
Okay, I have to say, did you guys know that? Did you? I mean, have you both? All right, has anybody? I'm gonna get sorry. Let's try this again.
Easier for you to say.
I was like, what is he trying to say?
I know,
You would
right?
explain stick too.
You might be having a
No. So who's seen the Speed Racer movie? I didn't know Susan Sarandon was in there.
Speed. Did we see it?
Yeah, the new one from 20 years
Yeah.
ago.
The movie from 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
Why don't I remember it?
You didn't watch it.
20 years ago.
Yeah, so
Right.
we have to watch that. Susan Sarandon and John Goodman are in that.
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
want to know what Friendlies is now.
What? Friendlies?
They said that's where they were.
I've heard of that. I thought.
That's a good spot. Diner type restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know one guy?
Where did we see Friendlies?
He's in Jersey.
No.
Yeah.
Was there one around?
How about this one?
Oh,
That's a good movie.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
good movie. I enjoyed
I
it.
really enjoyed that.
you're bringing out all the old ones.
Forgot
Yeah.
all about that one.
Got a whole pile.
Wait a minute. What about 9 to 5?
Working 90.
Well, that was like, you know what?
He was chasing the secretary all the time. So I mean,
No, wait. No,
and then
but-
she remember they tie him up in the.
well, equal opportunity. That is the opposite of the bromance.
There you go.
That's right.
Oh, we could go there. That
Because
was-
remember, Jane got all pissed off at her husband, the ex-husband, because he tried to come back, and then he's like, "I didn't know you were into." She goes, "I can be into M&Ms or anything I want." Are you into S&M? I can be into M&Ms or whatever I want. Oh, speaking of which,
Are those M&Ms?
yes, peanut M&Ms.
I agree with George here. Speed Racer was a good film. I really liked that movie.
He's so dreamy.
Well, I gotta check it out because you guys have said that several times now, and I've not seen it.
We're
That's
excited.
I love that movie.
I mean, is this more for the guys being in love with her, like
Yeah.
me, or about them finding love in the movie?
I totally feel old here.
Just wondering.
That doesn't count.
Because they saved their asses from those guys who bust in on the party.
You just liked what Kelly, what's her head?
Jessica, Scarlett Johansson every day.
I'm with you.
Oh yeah, she's incredible. Really
She
is.
is.
But that
She was
was a
great
good
in
matchup.
Chef.
But I'd still, Scarlett.
Chef is that's a great rom-com.
Chef.
With the guy who does a lot of directing.
John.
Good.
John.
Right?
Favreau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did the
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
He's great in whatever he's in, really. I mean, when
And he's
in
great
it,
with
he's
whatever he
great.
does.
Swingers. Isn't that a rom-com? Swingers.
What?
We talked about.
I
the
never
ones-
saw that.
I think we're the only ones that saw it. That was
Oh, really? Ah, I love it.
the wrong one.
Oh, Ellen Barkin or Helen Hunt? I'd have to go with Helen Hunt because
There we go.
I think I have it here.
Oh, I got to put it up. Or should put it up.
That's a good. I've seen that. That's a
Oh
good
my
movie.
gosh, that's
Yep.
good.
And then they redid it
Yes.
with women. It was the opposite.
Yep.
And then what else? I have Helen Hunt here for another one. Well, I don't see it now, but she was in As Good as It Gets.
Right. With Jack Nicholson, right?
Yeah, which wasn't always funny. That was more of a drama that had some funny parts. But
Okay.
yeah, back to Sandra.
Oh,
I have that
I
one here
love
too,
that
bro.
one.
Down with Love. That's a musical, right? I'm trying to think. Yeah, right on. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Which is another reason that I like her better.
McGregor.
Wait a minute. Why is Stuart's box pink and yours is black?
Mine probably is a purchase. Mine's a purchase from a rental store,
Oh, okay.
as opposed to being buying at the store.
The
So
movie gallery.
I bought a used one.
It's my softer side. I'm in touch.
But that's
with
a great
my
movie.
Yeah.
Celia's like, he sure is. I've known him for years, and he is the softest little guy. So there you go. That's the one we were talking about earlier. One of them.
Oh, while we were sleeping. Yeah.
I like that one.
And then we were talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still one of the best humor scenes for what you mentioned earlier, Christy. There you go.
Oh, Wayne's World.
That's the mix of the brocom, and the rom-com.
And the rom-com.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
What was Tia Carrere's name in that?
Tia,
Oh,
I can't remember.
Say that again.
what was her name?
Tia Carrera's character in Wayne's
Wayne's
World.
World.
Oh, for pity's sakes.
Yeah, I know. I just watched that movie not that long ago.
Why do we want to know?
Just because it's worth knowing.
Because we don't.
Cassandra, and her name was
Yes.
Cassandra.
Yes.
Lance said,
Here's one of my. Some people say I don't like Nicolas Cage. There's movies.
You say you don't like Nick.
There's movies that Nicolas Cage is in that I don't like. The Rock, don't like it. What is it? Con Air, don't like it. Ghost Rider 1 and 2 suck. Right? Other things. He's done a million.
What's that one he
freaking
did when
movies
he's like,
not
oh,
right.
peanut.
Treasure.
But this one,
Oh, great movie.
what?
One with
That was his
One.
first movie.
peanut.
and it has Robin Hitchcock and
No, that was it. I loved Valley Girl.
Did you say Robin
yes.
Cock?
Valley Girl,
Yeah.
that's one of my
Is
favorites.
is it Robin Hitchcock?
Musician?
Yeah. They go to a club.
You should go watch it. I love it.
Oh, you're kidding.
They go to a club that's more of a punk club, and they're playing a song that I want to do in my band.
From Robin Hitchcock?
A Million Miles Away. Million miles away.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. You know what? I think for Lance, Audrey Hepburn always wins.
I got to tell you, when I first looked at this, I thought it said Shirley Booth versus Audrey Hepburn.
Oh,
And I was like, well, that's a weird combination.
I'll take
Oh, are they twist up?
It's time.
Yingling.
Ooh, there
Okay.
you go.
And for my wife, she's going golden.
Golden Pilsner. There you go.
Oh, I gotta go with Gina Davis.
Gina Kim. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I would too. I'd rather watch Gina Davis
I'm
than
not a
something
Kim
than
Basinger
I'm not a
fan.
Kim Basinger fan either.
They're
Huh.
both gorgeous.
Cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What did I just see Kim Basinger in? Oh, Kim Basinger was in Never Say Never Again. And it was like,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So was
I-
Rowan Atkinson.
so yeah, and Mr. Bean. Yeah.
And she was Vicky Vale.
Blind date.
Hell yeah.
I'm still working my way through the James Bond movies from our show before Christmas.
So it's the last show before Christmas.
Here, Daphne wants to be your date.
Blind date. Good call.
Oh, hey.
So handsome.
She's our beauty girl. Yeah.
She's like, why are you not paying attention to me?
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah, we have one in here who's just doing the
I
same
just put
thing.
him
Yeah,
out. He's now out pestering the child. He'll be back in a minute.
I've
I'm
only
sure.
got one left here in my pile, but it's sort of a different one because he didn't make very many movies. But this is, I would think, the only
Oh.
true rom-com he ever made is The Continental Divide with John Belushi.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
a
wow.
good one.
And I really do like the movie. You know, him and Blair Brown. I really do enjoy it. It's very atypical role for him, and he was whacked out of his mind the whole time he was doing it. But
Really?
That is,
Who was with him in that?
Blair Brown is her
Oh,
name.
you said that. I didn't remember what you said.
Yeah, that's her name.
Blair
Really
Brown.
enjoy it though. Yeah.
Blair Brown. What else was she ever in?
Very little that I know, but I have seen her in other things. I can't tell you right off.
Okay.
I'd have to look it up. But there would be a couple, and I go, "Oh yeah, okay, I remember that now," but I can't.
Oh, Bruce Willis with hair and Blind Date. Yes.
Now, I don't think I ever saw Blind Date front to back, and I never saw Continental Divide front to back, but it was huge on cable when we had cable.
Really?
I remember it on quite a bit.
It's
back
one
in
that
those-
I've not seen anywhere really, other than I happened to pick up like Amazon. And I picked up the DVD, and I had it was in that VHS box that we went through that night when we were talking, right?
God.
That's
But,
right.
Yeah,
right.
it's just
I
like
that.
I love that movie. I almost watched that yesterday.
Did you? That's an awesome one.
Disney Plus going to throw something on, and that was what I was going to pick.
I
Yeah,
remember that was
I
on
might-
late one night.
I got to start a pile of stuff I got to watch. I'm going to put that in that pile.
Yeah.
Here's one that actually has a couple of them in it. Is this box set?
Michael J.
It's got Secret of My Success, which has Supergirl in it. We talked
Helen
about that.
Slater. Yeah,
And The Hard Way. Do you remember? Do you ever see that?
I don't remember that. I don't remember any of
It's
it.
James Woods when Michael J. Fox is an actor and he's going in to do some work with James Woods, who's a cop, and he needs a little research for a role.
Oh,
And it's got For Love or Money on it too. It also has Greedy, but I don't know what a rom-com that is. Speaking of Hugh again,
Four Weddings and a
Is it
Funeral.
Funeral?
Absolutely. Yeah.
great movie. I need to put that in my watch again pile.
Oh, that's
What do you think about that one?
oh God. It's not a tumor. Standout line. It's not a tumor.
was that a comedy?
Take my tumor if you want to live.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, chocolate. Yes.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that was really good. That would be a rom com for sure. Him and Elizabeth Perkins, right?
Yes, and I'd love to watch this at school. It's actually in our library at school,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
he grabs her boobs. I'm like, I'm not going to show this in my classroom.
I might
Yeah.
like it.
I'm sure they would. Kate Winslet versus Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
I'm gonna
Kate.
go with Charlize.
Well, what's Kate been in that's rom com? I would know.
Titanic.
Well, I was
That's
gonna
not a
say,
rom com.
Titanic?
Titanic. I was laughing the whole time he drowned.
The only thing I can think of.
There's nothing more funny than watching him drown in cold water. That's freaking hilarious.
Coming to America. That was good.
Good. Coming to America. Good one.
Isn't there a sequel to that out right now?
Yeah, it's coming in
It
March
is.
on Amazon.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like March 5th or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because that's a great movie. It really is one of his best, I think.
No,
Spies
No?
Like Us. That was good.
no, this one. No, that
Oh.
doesn't count.
Spies Like Us.
It's both a bromance and a rom-com because they both meet women on the trip, right? And what greater line than "For every minute you don't talk, we cut off a finger." Yours or mine?
Yes, yours are mine.
You're not going to start humming the Jeopardy theme, are you?
That was, and I
I know Jeff.
I love the
No.
title song.
Wait,
No.
go.
I love the title song by Paul McCartney.
I know it's awesome.
Yes.
I played it on the radio. Came out in '86.
Oh, a classic.
That's a great movie.
It's got a heart in the background.
Heed.
That's great. Look how young they look.
I love I like the theme song for that movie. Here we go by the Laws.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go again.
Oh,
Yes.
Jason Tree.
the original version.
Hello, Google.
Yeah, because it was the original version. It's not by Sixpence None the Richer originally.
Right. Yes.
And there's nothing better than if you want me body and you think I'm sexy.
Look at the melon on that kid. Get it out of the way. I can't see the television.
Heed, move.
Heed.
This was a good movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Uh-uh.
I have.
I had to show my dad a scene from this. There's a scene where he goes into the hospital. Ricky Gervais goes into the hospital, and it's a whole thing about how the stupid questions they ask you. And he wouldn't answer. You can see it, just that scene. If you look up just that scene from Ghost Town on YouTube, you can check it out.
Stuart, when's that due back?
Oh, crap!
I've had this for 10 years.
I don't know what I was thinking. I just put it in my collection.
$1,400 in late fees.
Speaking of Cusack.
Oh, that I like that one.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, Diane Lane is lovely.
It is. It's a good one.
Probably.
And this is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's never go back there again.
A rare Shelley Long film.
That one a lot.
Well,
Okay, here you go. Are you ready?
White Shift in that, and Troop Beverly Hills or something like that.
Mr. Mom, I almost had that. I almost pulled that, but they were married already. So I was like,
Yep.
but it is romantic how they work things out and are happy in the end, and he doesn't cheat on her.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Is there a romantic comedy with a married couple?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just depends on where it is, and I think Mr. Mom applies because it is. I mean, they kind of lost where they were when he didn't have a job and she did, and he was not feeling, and then by the end they're like, "Oh, it's okay, I love you," and that's awesome. And what's her name? The neighbor didn't get a hold of him, so. Nicole Kidman versus Angelina Jolie. So I mean, again, with rom-coms, is there any rom-coms that I'm not thinking of with them?
What? Yeah, I was thinking, has Angelina Jolie been in one?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
That's true.
Oh, that was good.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Well, that was the whole.
What about
Brangelina?
What about
thing
the
that
other
happened.
one?
Nicole,
Yeah.
help us out. What
Well,
was
that Batman movie she was in was kind of funny.
Which one?
Oh, maybe not thinking.
that
Wasn't she the
one?
third
That
one?
one from that one.
What?
Was she the third one?
Which? What?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, in Batman.
Yeah, one that Batman. It wasn't supposed
She was
to
in Batman Forever.
Kind of a comedy.
Yeah, she was in Batman Forever.
Well, was that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was Val Kilmer.
It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
My buddy always says in that opening scene where Two-Face rips the safe out of the bank and it's got Batman and the security guy in it, and Batman's trying to get him out, and he grabs his hearing aid, and my friend always thinks, because the guard looks at him and goes, "Hey, that's my hearing aid," and he goes, "You should have looked at him and said, what?" Liv Tyler versus Jennifer Connelly.
Oh,
What rom-com was Jennifer Connelly in?
who's Jennifer Connelly?
I only know her. Anything that would be close was The Rocketeer and Labyrinth. And she was in Alita, Battle Angel.
She was also in.
Oh,
one,
okay.
It wasn't a rom com though.
No, that's what I mean.
Beautiful Mind,
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
but that's not a rom com.
No.
Oh.
Liv Tyler was in
Well, help
Armageddon.
us out.
That was pretty funny.
Liv
That's
Tyler.
the one that's the only one I can think of her into is that one.
Is she
Liv-
the $1 baby
What was
too?
it?
The boxing movie?
No, that's
Who's that?
oh
Yeah, we
shoot.
have the cat.
Hey, a cat.
It is. No, that's
You talking about $1 Million Baby movie?
I know Liv Tyler is in one of my favorite kind of comedic movies with Tom Hanks. and called That Thing You Do, which is a fantastic movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fantastic movie. Now, how about this? Do you guys remember? I know you got to remember this one, but this is one that I caught on cable back in the day and fell in love with it.
Hero at Large, John.
Not
Ritter.
to mention, I fell in love with her.
Which one?
I mean, Ann Archer. Come on.
John Ritter.
I don't remember that one.
I do
think I've
remember
ever
it.
seen that
I
one.
don't know that I've ever watched it.
It's fantastic. Great movie. I watched it a bunch. And again, she was delightful, just gorgeous. She was also in a movie with Ryan O'Neal called Green Ice with Omar Sharif. So when we get together someday, we'll watch it on Laserdisc. I have it on Laserdisc.
Wow.
How about that?
No.
Oh yeah, with
No.
No.
publicity girl there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good
exactly.
Yeah.
And then also even when he gets together with the teacher in Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course,
Hey,
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever sat and
I
watched
don't
it,
think
have
I've
we?
seen
oh,
that.
it's great. It's got Mark Wahlberg in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Which one is it?
I don't even want to say
There's
what it's
another
about.
married couple.
Oh yeah.
Really good.
Hey, Perry.
Oh.
There's my baby.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Yeah, the girl who plays Marcia.
I'm sorry, baby.
Remember, she was the lawyer, right? Was she the lawyer?
His real life wife.
And it's his real life wife. And she was falling for him because he was trying to hit on her.
The girl who plays Marcia.
Yeah, in the new Brady Bunch
Newer
movies.
Brady Bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, and he goes, "Nobody makes me bleed my own blood." That was fantastic. Great movie, Dodgeball. Awesome.
Oh, I've seen it. I was trying to think.
I don't think it's a rom-com then.
It's a comedy.
What a
They
good
create a romance within that comedy. It's a rom-com.
It's true. There's different degrees where the balance is more in the romance or the balance is more in the comedy. But I suppose anything that tries to balance between the two,
There you go.
between one or the other, is.
It's a sporting rom-com.
Well, that
Just
means
like-
Grandma's Boy is too.
What is?
Grandma's Boy.
Look at
That's the
putting on
one
this
that
shirt.
made by Adam Sandler's crew there. They work at the game testing site.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Oh,
they
my
play in television in Grandma's Boy.
Oh my gosh,
They have a
Grandma.
big
Wow.
competition.
What year was that?
God. That
That would be
but-
about early 2000s. I've got
Really?
it. Yeah, it's in there.
Remember, I know I've seen it, but
Grandma. And who's in it?
Oh, can't think of the name. It's Adam Sandler's cronies that are always in all of Adam Sandler's movies, like the guys from Mr. Deeds. They're all in
Wow.
this Grandma's Boy, except for it's Adam Sandler production, like Happy Gilmore production,
Yeah.
and it's all of his friends. Like, and if you said their names, I go, "That's it," but I can't think of what their names are. I mean, I can look real quick.
I'm glad we're not the only ones.
Lance, are you trying to tell us that Armageddon is a comedy? Is that what you're getting at?
I thought it was pretty funny.
You know, it was the very first DVD I ever owned.
Really?
Yeah, because I bought a DVD player at Best Buy when they were in Bridgeton,
Yeah.
and they had the DVDs there, and it had just come out, and I bought it with it.
I'm trying to think. One of the first DVDs I ever bought was I think it was
I
called
see.
Go.
Straight.
What was it?
I think
Second
it
row
was
down.
called Go.
G. I see it from here.
And-
Grandma's Boy, right
Oh.
there. You're going
Glenn
wrong.
had what's that Glenn song?
Oh,
Don't Steal My Sunshine.
yeah.
That song was in it, and there was a music video of that.
it's
And
Lucian.
that's one of my all-time favorite music videos. So I used to put that on DVD and watch that video over and over. It was a really good movie. Jeez.
Grandma's.
There it is. Grandma's Boy right there. He's showing you.
Okay, Grandma's Boy. All right.
Look at that.
What's their names? Linda Cardellini is who I was thinking of. That's what reminded me of Linda Cardellini, but
The
The
Matrix.
Matrix. That's a
That's
good
right.
first DVD.
Yeah, much better first DVD than Armageddon.
Alan Covert. Alan Covert is a star. He's
Alan Covert?
and he's in a lot of Happy Gilmore movies, Adam Sandler movies. Yeah.
Oh, there's The Holiday. Yes.
Oh,
That
The
is a
Holiday.
favorite.
Yeah.
Family favorite.
Yeah. What was the movie? What's the movie that I was just checking out and it has Jack Black?
Jumanji.
No,
The Holiday.
that's a rom-com. The newer Jumanji is a rom-com because they get together. It's that couple that gets together. No, what's the movie that has the Jack Black is in a video or something, and he's in some weird relationship with Cloris Leachman?
That sounds like a weird relationship.
I don't know. You're talking about The Office. That was a fake movie.
Was that what that was? It was in The Office?
Yeah, that Pam and Jim and Andy were watching that movie of Jack Black and
Yes.
George Leachman.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just a fake one.
Home one.
But they were in
Because
like
I was like,
I was like, oh,
yeah, because I was like, what? It was like I knew it was like a fake flick, but I was like, what did I see that?
yeah.
Because I just watched all of The Office. That's what it was.
Leisure Death redone there without
Oh,
Hogan.
God. Thanks for filling me in on that. I was like, what is going on?
What is happening?
what am I thinking? Stay tuned. I'm trying to remember.
He's just
I-
not.
Jealous.
I know I remember. And Pam Dauber.
Man, Dauber, is that? Should you ever do any other movies?
Is that Mindy from Mork and Mindy?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
I'm not sure.
Apparently, Stay Tuned with John Reddick.
Oh, you're funny.
Hey.
You're a romantic comedy right here.
So I show up.
So can a rom-com cross into an animation?
Sure.
Why not?
It's that one.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, any of those. Anything like that.
with
Beauty
Robin
and the
Williams.
Beast. Beauty and the Beast, same thing. Had some good comedy in that.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, but Robin Williams takes this one. I mean,
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
the news and the lamp will give you such a crick in the neck. I remember taking my nieces to see that in the theater when they were like, what, 6 and 9 or something like that.
Yes.
How old
That
was
was my favorite.
Yeah, Logan was really little when
Our
we
kids
took
were-
him to go see Beauty and the Beast. And I was really afraid he was going to freak out when he came around the chair. I was like, oh, no.
We
Here it
had
comes.
them all on VHS. Now we have them all in. Then I had to buy them all
DVD.
again on DVD for when our kids were old enough to
Yeah.
watch them. Because I had them all as
Now they're
in my
Blu-ray.
20s. Like they got to buy them all again in Blu-ray. we
Yeah,
didn't buy-
I did the Disney movie club to get a bunch of those.
We did the same thing. We went from VHS.
It's really- it's
DVD
worthwhile.
to Blu-ray, digital. It's just like they just keep
Mhm.
buying the same
Yeah.
movie over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
I know there's a million more movies out there, but
What are your
That I'm
what's your
not-
favorite romantic comedy?
Holy moly, it's out here.
I'm going to stick with Princess Bride. Ultimately,
Yeah.
it's
It was required viewing by our children. So when
Yeah.
our daughter came home, was Laura in high school or middle school? When she was like, didn't know and I said, we are sitting down right now. And you are watching this.
yeah. What about you guys?
Oh, Say Anything. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Favorite? Oh,
Well,
read the
that's it. Yeah, that's my
That's
favorite
it.
of all time. Probably right there. Say
Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the heartstrings.
There was also St. Elmo's Fire. There was also About Last Night with that
That's
same
more
group of
groups.
people.
Yeah, those more groups though.
Breakfast
So-
Club.
Well, yeah, but there were romances within. So, especially About Last Night, that's what that was all about. It Could Happen to You with Nicolas Cage and Bridget Fonda.
Hmm
Mhm.
I never saw it.
I still think Dirty Dancing could be classified as a rom-com.
Oh yeah.
I think so
Funny
too,
moments in there.
especially yeah. We were just talking about Cynthia Rhodes making a funny line You know, God wouldn't have give you maracas if He didn't want you to shake 'em. It's true.
Yeah,
What pop band did she end up going to?
who's
She
that?
replaced the lead vocalist in what pop band?
Oh,
Who was the person?
Cynthia Rhodes
Oh,
from Dirty Dancing, the dance instructor, the blonde who gets pregnant.
never saw it.
You never saw Dirty Dancing?
No,
Really?
Did you ever see Runaway with? Did you see Runaway with Tom Selleck?
no.
You're lying.
We could do this all night.
We really could.
You've never seen Dirty Dancing.
No.
Celia, what are you doing over there?
That's what I'm
Nothing.
saying. You know what he makes me watch? What is that one that you always make me watch? That Space Odyssey, 2001.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, 2000.
I fall asleep every time.
Not me.
I'm like, wake me when it's over.
I'm glued to the TV watching that. I love that.
I'll watch a rom-com.
Why did
I
you just
love science
roundhouse his
fiction
ass?
movies. I've watched every science fiction movie I could get my hands on for 50 years now. And every time I put on 2001: A Space Odyssey, I fall asleep. So
in the first 5 minutes.
it's you watch it because if you like that genre, you have to watch it and you have to try to appreciate it. But you're gonna fall asleep.
Well, I have to admit, I finally did watch it, and I did not fall asleep, and I was cool with that. I was like, well, okay, that was interesting.
Wait. Did you have like a 5-hour energy drink beforehand?
Well, yeah, I had about 6 of them.
Here's how much I like that film. I used to work second shift, and we were talking about this movie the day before, and a guy came and gave me the DVD. So I got home. I worked late. I probably got home like at 2:00 in the morning, put the movie in, and what is it, 3 hours long? 3 hours later, I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Who did that?
Wow.
They're on my list.
I it was the middle of the night. I was dead tired, and I was just fascinated with it.
We're watching Ignition.
I understand the history, like the significance of the filmmaking, and it's got so many different themes and such like that. But it's not the most not full of excitement.
No, there's hardly any
No,
talk.
it's a head trip. I mean,
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's hard to. You got to be in a certain state to want to sit and watch it. In my opinion, obviously that's not.
And Celia says it's not a state of Missouri either.
I mean,
Missouri or Missouri?
it's no Rise of Skywalker.
Again, is that the real thing or yours? Just checking. So Animotion was the pop band. Thank you, Lance, who walks around.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Animotion.
All right, we're on WKRP in Cincinnati.
Maybe they'll do a
The
movie.
whole reason I wanted to go into radio right there.
Yeah. If television shows could be rom-coms, Les Nessman, Jennifer, that could be a rom-com right there.
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't make that spin-off.
The ultimate rom-com, though, like series-wise, Frankie and Grace. Or Grace and Frankie.
Yeah.
That's great.
See, there's one that's like the opposite of the bromance.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Chick flick?
No, would you call it a chick mance?
No.
Chick man. Or gal man.
Guys and gals.
That just doesn't sound right.
Lance?
Oh, Bull Durham. That's good.
Oh yeah.
That's good. I also thought about
what's the one with
the one I was also thinking about was Heaven Can Wait. I mentioned that as a sports movie, but definitely a lot of comedy in it. Not necessarily always between the two romantically inclined, but between Diane Cannon and
Warren Beatty
and Charles Charles Grodin. Yeah. Between those two, the lawyer and the wife who was soon to be the ex-wife. Arthur, thank you. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's an amazing movie. That's one of my favorites. I never would think of it.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't pull it out.
Yes, you can get it on DVD, I know, but is it just not in mass production? Because you never see it in a store. I could go on, well, you don't see many of them in the store, but all along you could never find Arthur in the store.
I have it on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it for years. I mean,
That's
a couple
weird.
of decades.
I mean, it was such a huge movie when it came out. I mean, it was
absolutely.
enormous.
Yes.
Christopher Cross's third.
Oh, yeah.
And we saw Boy from Oz with the play Boy from Oz with Hugh Jackman in New York.
Right.
And about Peter Allen, and they're talking about all the songs that he helped write, and the only thing that he really brought up in that song, he was listed as a co-writer, and there was only like one line he came up with for that song. So you get a co-writer even though you came up
and
with
residuals, I'm assuming.
right.
It's been a good line.
Making his money off that line.
But yeah, Christopher Cross, what a great theme song. That was I wonder if he won a Grammy or the Academy Award for that.
I can't remember what it was called.
I think you did,
What was
actually.
the name of the song?
When you're caught between the moon and New York City.
New York City.
Yeah.
Arthur's theme.
Arthur's theme, yeah.
Yeah, that's a brilliant movie. And then they had Arthur 2 as well. But that's one I've never seen on DVD.
I've seen the movie, but
Yeah.
30, 40 years ago, right?
Exactly. Which that goes to show you're kind of at that point, you're like, that's how you tend to forget it because you don't even see it out there.
Yeah, that's right.
To think about it. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Why did it come up like that? That's weird.
My favorite romantic comedy, which hasn't even been mentioned, I don't know if you guys have even seen it, but it's Dan in Real Life.
I own it.
I don't know it.
I haven't watched it. Though.
I do like that one.
It's with Steve Carell.
Yeah.
And the dad from Frasier.
Oh, yeah.
And
also Say Anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and
John
what's the guy's
Mahoney.
name?
I didn't like
John
I
Mahoney.
love him too.
Yeah. There's a
I can't remember
one of his
name.
brothers in the movie was I can't think of his name. I think his last name is Cook. He's a comedian.
Dane
Cook, yeah.
Oh, Dan
He
Cook.
was and but that's one of my favorite that's one of my favorite movies of all time. But my favorite part is the direction of it. There are some scenes in there
It is good.
they're just tremendous. I actually went and looked for more movies from the guy who was a director, and he's just really good.
Wow.
Hedges.
Yeah, Peter Hedges was the director. But yeah, that was a neat.
Oh, your dong. Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
But check out Dan in Real
Dan
Life.
in Real Life.
There's a lot of good lines in there, and there's like 3 really good musical scenes too. Yeah.
What about Hocus Pocus?
No.
That's a rom-com.
No.
She put the kibosh on that quick. Oh, nope.
I could
You're
just watch
being told, Sue.
The boy and the girl fall in love. They're in the movie together the whole time.
There's dead people.
There's dead people.
Well,
What's that got to do with anything?
what about Ghost then? Speaking of dead.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Good
There,
one.
that one qualifies. Not.
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of kinky going on in that
But they
movie.
were dead people.
I'm just here making clay. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I don't think that's what was going on. She's making the pause, remember? The ghost, yes. Mhm.
I've never seen it.
You ain't missing it.
You've never seen Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, I see Wizard of Oz. Ghost.
Ghost.
You never
Oh,
seen
Wizard of
Ghost?
Oz, a rom-com.
You need to go
Uh-huh,
get
I
some
see.
pottery, a
Stranger
pottery
Fiction.
wheel.
If I see a bunch of pottery in the background in the next few weeks, Pete, I'm going to know you've seen it.
Okay.
I'm going to know she's made you see it.
Yeah.
That's the name of your new sex tape.
You know what's so weird about that? Okay, of all what I remember most about the movie Ghost was that McDonald's had a promotion back in around 1990 where you could get one of 5 videotapes for like $3 if you bought
Yes, I did it.
it. And it was Ghost was one of them.
Yes. I did that, remember? they had a huge bunch of those videos, and and I bought a crap ton of them, and I put them in I wrapped them all and put them in a big popcorn canister for the family.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think they oh God, what they have? They had Jurassic Park maybe, or they had Gremlins, and the kids got pissed at me because they're like, we don't like Gremlins, Dad. And I'm like, sorry.
There was a whole bunch of the movies, but Ghost was one of them for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
when
right.
was that? That was.
They come out in 1990.
So it was.
I saw it in the theater in
So that
1990.
promotion was there. You go.
So it would have been after. Well, that was an American promotion. Had to been because
Yes,
I don't remember that over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that makes total sense because my kids were young during that time frame. So that would have been just right. Yeah.
That's funny. It's
Wow,
funny
that's
thing to
hilarious.
remember. That's what I remember about the movie Ghost. Whenever I hear it, that's what I think about. Not
I wonder if the
Pottery
mask
Wheel.
was
Well, every girl remembered the pottery wheel. Believe me.
nothing like sexy pottery and a cheeseburger.
We're getting
Hello, Patrick Swayze.
That would be great, Pete, if you open a video and you've got your pottery wheel there.
You can put Christina in a sheet and have her come up behind you.
I thought I tried to you today on the Papa Pete show.
You guys.
Or just have your son work out the film magic and make her into a ghost like coming up behind you.
Just have me floating around me. Oh, God.
One more.
Just don't make a big penis. Don't make a big penis when you're doing
Oh,
that.
that's good. Oh, you're not gonna
What?
pour that in that.
Oh,
You're
that's
not gonna-
pretty.
Is that a coffee? Is it
Very
That
yummy.
is-
a bear?
New Maritime, the cherry best.
Oh,
It's
the
a
cherry.
sour
bag.
beer. It's real, you're not gonna pour that in with that.
Roast
Oh,
Isn't
pepper.
that good?
Oh, you're not. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, that will
Here.
ruin that. I'll go get you a glass.
Thank you.
It looks like it would taste good. Is it good?
This
Can I
one,
get-
I've
yeah.
never had it. I won't to. She just said she's had one and she won't let me drink it out of the same glass that I had the coffee.
Can I get anything?
Yeah, she's offering. Anybody want one while she's out?
Yeah, I want one of those.
I'll take one.
One for everybody.
We need to do a live show at Too Many Games 2022.
Oh my God, that would be classic.
That'd be awesome.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Gross Point. I can't even say it.
Wow.
Not even close.
How many beers did you have?
That's empty.
Cut her off.
I don't drink
Gross
anymore.
Point.
That's the problem. But I'm going to
No.
give me another one.
I actually have seen this movie.
Really?
I know, it's
Great.
With
crazy.
who?
Driver's great in a
Oh,
lot of movies.
Just watching a movie.
Was I with you?
I have no idea.
He watching.
I think I did that. I think I got Dances with Wolves for Christine.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I think I did that.
Why don't they do that anymore? I mean, DVDs are way cheaper than VHS tapes.
Dances with
Yeah,
Wolves.
you're right. I don't know.
That's a good movie. Okay,
Probably
the one
because I don't eat at McDonald's and they know they wouldn't make all that money.
Did you see that? Okay, so I was like, there was. I don't know what it was, but I
Long
forgot
gone.
to eat,
Long
so
gone.
I
That'd be a long
bought a
comment.
Happy Meal from McDonald's because I was getting dizzy.
Ghost was creepy.
Their little, I had a kid's Happy Meal, and their little fries box looks like it was like, wasn't it tiny? It looked like
Yeah,
it was tiny.
Oh yeah, it's only like 3 French fries fit in there.
Yeah, but it was perfect because I didn't want a big one, but it was good. It looked like it belonged in the little kids' thing. It was cute.
pretend food kitchen.
She didn't
Yeah,
want a
yeah,
big
right.
one.
Wait,
Grab
is
it.
I went to McDonald's.
it in there?
Stop.
And it came with 4 Pokemon cards. How about that?
Oh, it did. It really did.
Well, there you have it.
I heard that
think they
scalpers
should
are
be.
buying up all these McDonald's boxes for those Pokemon cards. That's crazy.
Oh shoot. Oh man. Is that about it?
I think that's
Return
all
to
I-
me.
That's what the one
Ghost
I'm thinking
was
of with.
creepy.
Now he's in my head. Yeah.
Is that's
should-
the
That's
one
the one with
with
the guy.
Duchovny?
Yes.
David Duchovny. You know, I watched Return to Me. I had it on VHS, and I was laid up at one point.
Dread.
Maybe that's when I hurt my ankle. or something. And I was laid up and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch that today. I don't know. And it was good. I enjoyed it. Return to Me with Minnie Driver.
You know what I like? Because I have to represent. Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
That was good.
I like that one.
Showed earlier on, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
What
That
was
was really good. And then
it? Something or
she was in that new commercial and Funny or Die with Will Ferrell for the cars for
Cadillac.
yeah, is that what it was?
I think it was Cadillac, wasn't it?
Oh, they were talking about the electric cars. They said Norway is the most. That's where they
Always Be My Maybe.
sell the most, or something.
Yes, I like that one too.
We talked about this at the sports night, but I'm going to bring it up. She just mentioned to me now that's a great movie. That's a rom-com too, really, because there's a couple different romances in there. Have you ever had a chance to look for it or see it?
No.
No, I don't.
Wait,
That is a good movie.
is this
That's
the one we
talked
talked
about
during
on
the
sports
sports?
Yeah.
We talked about
Was that what you showed?
Yeah. That's my favorite baseball movie that I said you'd never guess in a million years. And you didn't.
Is that a
And he was right.
VHS type?
That's a VHS, yeah.
I can't speak anymore. Whew.
Long Gone, William Peterson, Virginia Madsen, and Delmont Mulrooney.
What's that other one that I like? Always Be My Maybe.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Was
No.
it the same guy, the same actor?
Oh,
I don't know.
heard of that one.
I like that one too. That's an Asian one too.
Trying to-
I'm just typing the George games here. I think that's about all I have.
What else?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, again, there's a bunch out there. I know there's
There's
got
a
to be.
lot, and I'm not thinking.
There's a ton, but I mean, if I put it in, just in case there's something else that we should be talking about. Here's the 50 best rom-coms.
There you go.
Clueless. I almost grabbed that.
Yeah, again, Paul Rudd back when he was.
It was Carol Connor's last movie.
Um,
Turn to Me.
you know, they have. I don't know. They're saying The Photograph. I remember when that was coming out. Came out last year. Her.
I've never seen Carol Connor in a movie.
Always Be My Maybe. There you go. There's the guy that's from. We just saw Randall Park there.
Yeah,
I like that
guy.
one.
Yeah.
That one.
Chasing Amy. Scott Pilgrim.
I love Chasing Amy.
Oh yeah, I never thought of that.
Yep.
Scott Pilgrim.
To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
These are all.
Wasn't that a Willie Nelson song?
Isn't it romantic? Yeah, these are all newer. Well, Something's Got to Give. That was pretty good.
We've loved before.
She's All That.
Down our door. We celebrate this song. We hope you sing along.
Well, there's
I can't
Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire in Funny Face.
I did like Funny Face.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
Oh yes.
Did no one mention
10 Things I Hate About You.
I like that one.
Clueless. 27 Dresses. I almost mentioned that, but
Oh, that's a good
that
one.
wasn't a big. It wasn't a big favorite at our house.
Really? I liked it.
Laura likes it. Laura likes it.
Home Again
I don't know that one.
with Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, yeah.
The big-
Okay.
The Big Sick. That's a newer one.
That's with Ray Romano, right?
Yes. Let's see. I'm trying to.
Notting Hill.
We already showed
that
that
one,
50
yeah.
First Dates we talked about. About a Boy with
Yeah.
Hugh Grant.
Mm-hmm.
There's the proposal. Yeah.
How about Roman Holiday?
Another Audrey Hepburn.
Yes.
Gregory Peck.
Yep.
I like that one.
What about the classics, like the other classics that a little newer than that with like Doris Day? They were in Pillow Talk.
Yeah.
There was
Some
Pillow
Like It
Talk.
Hot.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That was a good one.
That's a good movie.
Mamma Mia.
Yes.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. There's the one you
Yeah,
mentioned
that's
earlier
good.
with Hudson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kate Hudson, yeah.
Serenity of John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, I think.
P.S.
we
I Love You.
had a bunch of them.
Silver Linings. Playbook was pretty good. I guess that's all on the list.
I think you.
There's a lot that we talked about that weren't on there, though. The
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say Anything,
Yeah.
for example. How much more of a...
Yeah, and that was on the list. There was a bunch on the list we'd already talked about. Princess Bride, Say
But it's not
Anything.
a comedy, I
Yeah,
guess,
it's
a bit.
not. It's not a stick out comedy, but it's funny, but
Right.
it's
Yeah.
not intended to be a comedy, right?
Oh boy, I don't even know that one.
Hmm.
I think we saw that one, but we didn't.
Oh, well, here, we should at least finish with this. The rom-com is a noun. That's where the rom-coms come in, that wayward genre of sweet serendipity and forgivably thin plots set to rising music. That's Vogue magazine.
Thin plots. I like that.
One of the film's pleasures
We'll
is
get to
its
it depth
movie
there.
within a movie. The rom-com I Love You, I Love New York. I saw the part of that movie, I think. Rom-com, yeah. Definition of rom-com.
Huh.
So there you have it. That puts a bow on it, I think.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy
Happy
Valentine's
Day.
Day.
Yeah.
It's great spending time with you.
And that's
Yeah.
sweet.
That's all you get.
Oh,
I'm sure there's probably 15 packages on their way in the mail. I'll just pretend I bought one of them.
there you go.
Okay, which one are you most excited about? I ordered that one. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm already in trouble
Sure.
because I said, "Hey, and I've got a Go Game Go T-shirt coming," and the response was, "You only bought one."
Where's
Nah.
Perfect response.
See, I got a red one for Valentine's
There
Day.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
I
almost
bought her a wine colored one like
yeah,
this.
I like this color.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Why don't I have one of those?
I think I ended up buying the black, but I was looking at I was going to buy maroon as well.
Yeah.
I had that.
I think I got her that one so she wouldn't, if she spilled wine on it, she would never know.
It's a win-win.
That's what I
Perfect.
should have done.
Just an afterthought, you know.
Oh!
So, Pete, does that mean you have 15 new videos on the way?
To go with all the packages that are.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Just-
I'm so far behind now. I've been working on the one I'm working on now for about a week, and I'm still not done. And I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got about 6 videos recorded that I haven't put together yet. So
Nice.
That's what scares me
Forward to
about
seeing
doing videos, because I'm
Yeah.
I'm afraid I would just spend way too long on trying to get it together.
I must
Happy Valentine's Day,
remember
Rich.
what I said about what we can order for ourselves. Coach.
Yes, all the ladies in this group right here, we all need Coach products because it has our initial.
Right. Coach or Chanel.
right.
You
Or
decide.
Chanel, yeah.
I'm open to both.
All
There you
right.
go.
Happy Valentine's.
He's already on the chocolate, so I guess that's a good segue to saying Happy Valentine's Day.
That's right. That's right.
I need chocolate.
All right.
All right.
So we guys are going to get together and play Rocket League after this, or no?
That sounds really romantic.
I am not.
That's the bromance side of it.
That's it.
You are not why?
Play Rocket League? I probably could for an hour. But by 10 o'clock your time, I
Oh,
got to
you
work.
gotta work
I got to work in the morning. So,
That's right.
I'm not going to put you through that.
oh no,
I'm
I'm good.
Got to work on a Sunday, huh?
Yeah. Well, I work shift work a lot anyway, but a little bit of overtime, which is never a bad thing.
Never bad.
And I work from 5 to 11 your time, 5 a.m. to 11. So
Ooh.
7 to 1 my time, which is
Wait, what time used to?
not too bad.
5 to 11. Wow, you're going to be very sleepy in the morning.
Oh no, this is pretty standard for us.
He doesn't sleep a whole lot.
I'll get up, I'll get there, I'll sleep while I'm there.
Yeah,
Not
he
really.
doesn't sleep that much either.
I'd be a vegetable. I'd need to be in bed at like 6 at night to be up for 7 in the morning. But
I'll be grumpy tomorrow watching the Daytona 500.
There you go.
Is there a driver that you root for?
We each have our own drivers. Hers is the current champion, Mr. Chase Elliott, and I root for Brad Keselowski from, oh my God, something called Richmond Falls, Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we've watched it for about 10 years. Well, yeah, about 10 years. I used to watch it a little bit before that, but followed it for 10 years now.
Nice.
Yeah.
2011.
Yeah. That'd be
I went
good.
to my first race
Yeah.
in 2011. Yeah.
We'll try to pay
Wow.
attention and root for one of them to win.
Or
It's
shall we
fun.
say either of them to win?
It's sort of a peaceful thing because it's not like we don't get real worked up over. It's not like football. Like when we watch football, we get some of us in the house get a little bit silly.
Who?
I've been known to throw shoes at the TV.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
I've been known to try to block the shoes.
I was going to say, Pete,
Listen,
do you restrict her to flip-flops?
it was a crock, so it wasn't gonna.
Oh.
I knew it wasn't gonna hurt the TV in any way, but yeah. So I'm not. They if the Pats are down, they take things away from me just in case.
There you got a question right up there now from Lance. Okay.
Color Amico do the wives prefer?
She might not even know what the colors are. You
No,
got
yeah,
your-
I've seen them.
okay. There's wood grain and
Yeah.
white and black,
Yeah,
and you got your galaxy red, and
I
your
think.
Yeah,
cosmic purple,
I think the-
GTO red, right?
right.
And what's the cosmic purple or galaxy purple?
Galaxy purple.
Galaxy purple. Okay.
I think the red was the one I liked the best.
I'm with you. I like the red. I like the
I like
purple.
the way
with
it kind of
red.
glows.
Well, I lean toward blue, so I have to go with the purple.
Oh.
That's blue and
The
blue
purple
and,
was neat.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that one that he had showed the
Which one?
when he mixed the colors. I didn't like
Oh, the
that.
two-tone controller?
Yeah, I didn't like that. That wasn't
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
We're getting wood green though, weren't we?
wood
So-
grain's nice. Look at
Yeah.
the look you have.
He's so old. This man is so old.
I'm getting wood grain also.
He's so
That's mine. He's so old. He wants to eat dinner at
And you're-
4:30.
And they're both younger than me.
He said, what did you say? One day it was like 8:00 and I was getting ready to go out. He's like, it's late. I'm like, it's 8.
It's late.
At 8:00, I was like, oh my. Okay.
Who goes out at 8:00? Young people?
Me?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm home by then. You
Yeah.
kidding me?
I was just kidding with a buddy of mine because I was asking him to do another band with me, and I told him I said I thought this band would be pretty good and suited for you, and then on top of that, I always remember your sentiment one time when we got ready to do one of our very first gigs, and we'd set up and done sound check, and then you're like, "Wow, we haven't even started the gig yet, and it's my bedtime." I'm like, "Oh, we're in trouble."
When do you play next?
I have a gig in June coming up with we're going to be playing up at the place where you guys came,
Yeah,
Portage
Oh,
to
okay.
Sioux.
the place where you didn't get to enjoy the river. Yeah.
It was cold.
Yeah.
It was rainy.
Rainy, yeah.
It was fun.
So we'll be there. I'll get you all the dates for that.
It's good to go to
If you
concert
want to
there.
see me, perform as the latest thing I did, you can go on my Facebook page, and somebody filmed me doing Mississippi Queen the other night.
Really?
Yeah,
missed
there was a
those
young
concerts.
gentleman who played drums, and he walked up to me, and I was just there for a little bit because I just quit the open jam, and I was stopping by to get a check for the logo and to drop off cookies, and this young guy comes up who had played drums before, and he goes, "Hey, he goes, you want to sing Mississippi Queen for me again?" And I was like, "I gotta go, bro." And he was early on the list, and Sean, our lead singer, was like, "Anybody know Mississippi Queen?" I'm like, "I'll do it before I go."
Oh, you did.
I got up and killed it.
Right on.
Awesome.
Tell her about the video I sent you, where you sent it.
Oh yeah, that I sent that. I sent that to Toby. He saw it. The lead singer in the band.
You know what? It's really funny because for like a long time, this man would give me proper hell for car dancing, which I feel like any opportunity to enjoy it. And that
Yeah.
we're talking over St. John. He's like, I'm gonna play this song, and I'm like, okay. And he goes like, do your thing, and I'm like,
No, actually,
what?
no, you started, so I got the phone that this is classic.
Wait.
And so I got the photo, got it all set up to record her, and she stopped.
Wait,
like-
I'm like, what?
Nice.
I love
You're like,
it.
"Oh,
Would you stop that? Mind you, I mean,
Because I'm old.
yeah.
These things happen.
45 going on 45 at one time, right? He's getting
Yeah.
better at throwing out. He doesn't care as much anymore.
Well,
But at
half
one time, it was
Phone
like,
or did you take a Polaroid, Pete?
It is one of those things.
I had to get one.
how do you
As long as
drive?
you look down in and
I turned the flash on the 110. and just charged it up.
The cube that goes.
God.
the flash isn't on. Hold on a second.
It's funny you say that. Our oldest is into film, video, all of that
Yeah.
stuff. What are you doing? Hello.
Getting my camera.
Oh, yeah. So he goes to yeah, exactly. He goes to a lot of the secondhand stores and buys clothes and does stuff like this with them. But he found a camera, like an actual camera like this. And at Christmas time, he's got this camera. And he said, wait, I got to take a picture. And I'm like, I bought you a $1,000 camera. What is this little Kodak one? Like, what is this? Right? He goes, oh, vintage, Mom. I said, where are you ever going to find somebody to develop that? I have my connections. He has people knows people in the city that still develop film
Well,
and
doesn't
do all this stuff.
does Walgreens still develop film?
I don't know.
We inherited her dad's old big, 35 mil with a big lens. He has a big lens, and we inherited that. And he had I don't know, he's got 20 rolls of film in there that I can use.
Really?
So I'm like, I think Walgreens still develops it.
That's cool. We were home at was it this Christmas or last year, and my grandfather, maybe my step grandfather on my stepmom's side, had cameras galore and stuff. And when he had passed, Mom got all that stuff, and it had just been sitting in a room. And they decided that year they would give it to Connor. If Connor wanted, he could have it. Well, he was rated oh my God, because it was old. He just blown away by it all.
Yeah, we've got stuff like that.
Yeah.
We've got
That's fun.
we got a classic old camera too.
Yeah.
What's up?
Mike?
Hey.
Come on, Mike.
What was something else I was going to say about the pictures and stuff? I can't think of it.
Everybody
Uh,
ready?
Good job.
Is there film in that? Get out. No.
I was going to say that would be the other. That'd be the other
camera's
thing.
been around
You'd
a
be like,
while.
got it. Oh wait, I forgot the
Yeah, what's
film.
the battery? Doesn't-
What kind of battery does that take?
That's where my batteries went.
Family Lance, film expires.
Just took a double A. This is the same roll of film that I had it when I got this back when I was. I think I got this for my 12th birthday.
He's got a bunch of over double exposures. He's just going over.
They're all like, what is this?
I love it.
Find a double battery, babe.
That's my new favorite thing, Pete. Thank you.
Go Game Go is going to be superimposed over nude pictures. He found a Playboy and he's like, click, click.
Put this back before my dad knows.
That was the camera I had when I was a kid.
And you still have it. I love that you have it.
Oh,
still.
that's beautiful,
Hey,
man.
Is that what that
We
is?
were talking about it, and I just reached up and picked it up too.
He said
That's-
that. Celia
yeah.
was like,
Everything's
you
with
love
an
that oh, Christy, you love that he still has that?
Yes.
Look at this room.
We have a wall. Christina, we have a wall like that. Chrissy, we have a wall.
Oh,
Same.
you have no. I mean, if I
Yeah,
no.
I know. I've seen the wall because him and I did a video chat one day. We were just talking. He calls me up. We got to look at the
Yeah,
stuff.
we have the wall.
We were going
Wasn't that
through
the first thing I
game.
said, Papa Pete, when I sat down? I go, that
Yeah.
wall looks familiar because he's right over here. Behind this wall is that wall.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
There's another room back there.
That I can't. And I have spawned 2 children that have the same problem. The boy is getting better. The other one is
Getting worse.
He
was bad.
he was at first, and now he's because he has moved so many times, he's sort of realized I can't drag all this with me anymore. But the other one is the same.
Takes a lot to
I
move
can't get rid of it.
500-600 albums. It takes a lot.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got. I don't know how many I've got back there. I've got about that many back there.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, what was the actress's name that was in The Office that you like?
Ellie Kemper?
Yeah, right.
Aaron?
And remember the scene later on towards the end, speaking of cameras, and remember she goes, I never understand these kind of cameras, these dispensable cameras, and she threw it away.
Yes. She took a bunch of pictures and then she just threw it right in the trash.
Disposable cameras, and she throws it in the trash.
Remember in was it King of Queens when they had disposable cameras at the wedding?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And Doug took a picture of himself.
That was wank.
Yeah, exactly. Did he put a top hat on it?
Yeah, they had like little top hats at the table, so he put one on.
Oh,
No,
And then,
that's a new definition for selfie.
and then,
at least he didn't draw a face
That's a
on it
selfie
first.
selfie.
and then his mom and wife were so offended when he told them. And they brought the next day they were at the present opening and they were going through all the pictures. And his mom ended up finding it.
Oh yeah, that's the way it goes.
Oh, that's wrong. That's just so wrong.
I'll have to look that one up because I've got the whole series over there. The one, and oddly enough, it deals with weddings. The one scene that I love in King of Queens the most, because I totally get it, I think most of us do, was when Carrie came home and they're talking upstairs at the top of the stairs. He's like, come upstairs, and he's got his sandwich and it's just right? And she goes, did you order your tux? And he goes, no. And she goes, you need to order your tux. The wedding is like next week or something. And she goes, I don't think you understand. And he goes, I don't think you understand. This sandwich is at the perfect point of melted cheese. And if I don't eat it now, it's going to be. And she goes, wham, and just knocks him right down the stairs and busts his leg, and he's stuck on the couch the rest of the show. I go, oh man, she was wham. I mean, it was as brilliant as every one of those Seinfeld moments of shut up. I loved it.
See, I should start doing that to you.
No.
When the milk, when he pours milk, don't talk to him because it's at the right temperature.
Yes. I don't want more milk.
I don't know. Not unless I make it that way and put honey with it.
Oh no, I can't. And then, God forbid you ask for a bite. He can take any of my anything on my plate. He's all it's open game for him. But if I said, "Hey, can I try that?" He's like, "No, you're going to mess up the ratio."
Because I know how much food I have. I know how much drink I have. It's all evened out.
Well, so then let me have a drink of your drink and a bite of your food.
But that's your ratio, not mine.
And he's already done the math as to how much you're not going to eat.
100%.
I've got my ratios down right here, and I know you're not going to finish that or that. If I take 1/3, Now your ratios are good.
And you know what? God forbid I had any kind of vegetable in there. Because I'm like, honey, you need to eat kale. So now, for the past month, in his mind, everything tastes like kale.
Hey, in all fairness, she ordered this vegetable box that showed up, and it had 7 heads of kale in it. And we ate kale like nobody's business. And I mean, kale's not the best tasting stuff.
Oh,
No, it's not that bad.
Kale's not even a vegetable; it's a weed.
That sounds like it sounds like a Veggie Tales episode about Revelation or something. The 7 heads of kale.
Kale was in Veggie Boy on Cheers. Remember that drink Woody had to drink? Kale was a main ingredient that he couldn't get past.
I love how everything links to something else.
So now for the rest of the year, everything's is gonna taste like kale.
This is where Lance is supposed to say Diane versus Rebecca.
Yeah.
oh, that's a hard call.
I'd have to pick Rebecca. Although I like.
Oh man.
Oh, but they were so completely different, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were completely different.
No
No
soup for you. Kale soup. Oh, thanks. I don't want it.
For a year.
I want to like kale, and I just no.
You can't. It's not possible.
The more you cook it, the longer you cook it, the less the bitterness comes out. So it's not.
Yeah.
So bad.
See, that's where I'm
Just
going.
go
I'm
with Brussels
guessing it raw.
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I
Gross.
love Brussels sprouts.
I don't mind Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, I could do those.
I didn't until you cooked them for me, and then
What did I
you
do with them
in
that time?
Maple syrup and
Yeah, maple syrup and probably some.
They
butter.
probably lost all their like good for you value. But man, they tasted good.
I sauteed them in like salt, pepper, like parsley and
Yeah,
maple syrup, and they were really good.
Were they?
A little bit of
Brussels
Parmesan
sprouts
too
are
with them.
great.
That's what I was gonna say. Brussels sprouts with the Parmesan. That's very
I
good.
wouldn't think that was
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say that dish is like Rise of Skywalker. You tell me it's good and it's not. No matter how long you preach that to me, it's never gonna be true. Can you smell it? Thank God I don't have smell-o-vision.
Great movie right there.
Woo! No, I mean truly, I get it. Childlike love of Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yet you still have to admit it's shite. That's
I'm
all
gonna
I got.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Remember all the talk we've been talking about this movie now for how many months?
For
3,
still
4?
not long
Okay.
enough because you still
Okay,
think it's
and,
great.
When did it come out? It came out a year ago, December. I went to see it in the theater, saw it on opening night. I went and saw it. I liked it. And yes, I've talked to you all about it all the times I've talked about it. It's been just, yes, my childhood love for it. So finally I sat down. I had watched all the Star Wars movies,
So
including
Christine's been doing
Rogue
that.
One and stuff. And I watched, finally, a week ago, I finally watched Rise of Skywalker for the second time. And
you realized what a piece of shit it is.
God, I have to admit, Stu, that I liked it even more than I did the first time.
You stand by what you love.
Wait a minute, were you awake? Okay, just checking.
Can I drink this?
Please drink that.
You watched it after 2001.
I was gonna say.
It's like eating a meal after 12 teams. You're like,
I want to grab a movie out of there.
Okay.
I'm going to grab a movie and ask if you ever seen it. We're talking about weird movies like 2001.
Okay.
We had a saltine cracker contest at work to see who could eat the most.
ew.
Here's my thing on that, Jeff. Food is not a game.
Not saltines, man. I ate one. I couldn't get rid of it because we couldn't drink anything. And it was just all
no.
in my mouth. And I couldn't get it down. I couldn't even think about doing a second one.
Was it like kale?
This is kale-ish. I can't do it.
I want to work where you work.
Now I have to admit,
Do fun things.
when I was a kid,
Guess what? Now you're stuck sitting in my desk.
When I was a kid, my mom was in a
There you
bowling
go.
league,
Musical chairs.
and I'd go to her bowling league with her when I was a kid. And where was the daycare? In the bar.
Yeah.
That's where all the kids went. Were the other room in the bar.
That's how
And
you get them to come down. Give them a fifth.
We'd climb up on the stools at the bar, and they would serve us milk and saltines.
Oh, really? Milk and
And
saltine.
that's where I got my thing about milk. I gotta watch it. I can't do it anymore, or else I'd be like just ballooning. I can't do it, but
Really?
but I would just eat saltines. I'd crush it like Jeff, like you're talking
Because
about.
it was a bar. That's all they had to give you kids.
What do we got? We can give kids peanuts, beer. No, not the beer. But
Oh my god! Did you catch what
when
he
I
just
put
said?
it salt down on my tongue, I chew it up, and then I chase it with the milk because you chase things at the bar. I mean,
Lance, I would pick the free McRib.
Me too.
He said he used to go to the bowling alley with his mom.
no, yeah, I'd take the free McRib. Yeah, you got to take the free McRib. I mean, they both are shite, but
The free McRib, we don't even know what kind of protein that is in there.
yeah, if it's
So-
real protein. So what do you
Right.
got, Papa?
Oh yeah.
What'd you?
Well,
What'd you?
first of all, if you don't think I come by it honestly, there's my 2001 in my Kubrick set. So I knew watch
Oh,
2001.
Must have been.
that's what I have. What's all in there, buddy?
Burn that thing.
Eyes Wide Shut, A Life in Pictures, which is like a documentary. The Shining, 2001, Full Metal Jacket,
The
The Clockwork Orange, which is my favorite movie of all time, probably Clockwork Orange.
I have a Blu-ray 3-pack with 2001 Clockwork and Shining. Yeah.
Just read Clockwork Orange first. Just read it first.
I do have the book. I'm getting ready to read that. I'm going to put some of those on Hammer Away too. I'm going to do some
I've
reading.
never read Anthony Burgess's book either.
Mm.
It's not a long book at all.
No, it's not.
Which book?
Heartbeats. That's hilarious right there. That's something else. This is really talk about strange movies, and I gotta even look. It's been so long, but I bought them because who does? Oh shoot, who's the guy? I can't even read the names of them.
Do you want to switch again?
No, it's fine. Did you see it?
You're getting glare off
Is
that.
that Portland?
Koyan
Port?
Koranasotes?
The orange one's hard to read.
Oh, and that one is hard to
that,
read.
that orange one's glaring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked.
What's that?
What is that?
Anyway, it says
That's what I thought.
Awakatsi. And they are, there's no words or anything. It's Glass. Who's the musician Glass? They make fun of him in South Park.
Glass?
No
I don't
idea.
know.
I guess I should have prepared myself better with this, shouldn't I? Anyway, what they are is they're just videos of different things, whether it's nature or mechanical or industrial, all set to this very bizarre music by. Do you remember the scene? Do you watch South Park?
No.
Yeah.
We did.
Not
Scene in South Park where they're having a Christmas episode and they have to do a Christmas play and they're not allowed to do anything that has anything to do with Jesus or anything to do with Santa Claus, or whatever, and they end up doing
Yeah, it's like
they all dress up in green suits and they do an experimental impressionable music dance to the music of so and so Glass. Anyway, this is his movies and it's his music for an hour and a half. Both each of them a little bit over an hour and a half, and just visuals.
Oh my
And
gosh.
very much like it's art. It's art. It's not a story. It's just strictly artwork. It's kind of amazing though when I see. But I don't know. I got it. Philip Glass, exactly.
Oh,
Philip
Philip
Glass.
Glass.
Glass. Yeah.
Philip
Thank you,
Glass.
Rich.
Okay.
Yep. Philip Glass.
So-
Composer Philip Glass.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're very odd.
That's great.
It's one of these things that's worth watching, but it reminds me of 2001 for whatever reason. These things.
Transformation.
It must be really good.
They must put you to sleep.
That's really good.
Sorry, I digress.
Movies. Okay, so this is gonna have to be sometime this year, Jeff. We'll have to have a show of movies to sleep to.
My number one, 2001.
Fantastic. Your kids?
My number 2, the English Patient.
I did fall asleep to that in the theater.
I fell asleep to episode 1 in the theater.
He did. It was embarrassing.
It was.
I say it's not the sleeping, it's the snoring that's the problem, right?
Oh, dude, that's one of the reasons I can't stand going to the theater, because I was in one of the newer Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
And this dude sitting next to me falls asleep. He's got 2 kids there. The girl doesn't even want to be there, and he falls asleep. Now, wait a minute. It gets better. He doesn't just fall asleep in his seat. He falls asleep where?
He put his head on your
across his children. He's laying across his 2 children during a frigging movie that he's paid to see.
That's when you get the ones, with the recliner. And I just want to bring an Afghan with me or a quilt.
Yeah.
I've done it. I bring blankets.
Do you?
Yeah, we do that.
I'm gonna
Back when the
see.
movie theaters were open, you mean? Now,
Yeah, that's true.
The dude looks at me at the end of the movie and he goes, man, I'm really sorry, man. And I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm like, just get out of here. Get your kids out of here. I'm like, just
get out of here.
I can picture you
just
do
go
that.
buy a video and stay home, asshole. God. Sleep on your freaking couch. Don't embarrass your freaking kids like this.
Oh, and how old were the kids?
little.
Well, the daughter was maybe 8 or 7 or 8. The son was, I think, just a year or 2 older than that.
That's when I would have called Uber.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, Pete.
OEB Pete, look at these lovebirds, he said.
You want to. I know you want to.
How did Pete sneak in here? We finished the show like a half hour ago.
He came in right at the last minute last night too, right?
Oh, another for American president.
Heard of it?
It's
Ooh, American president.
Someone mentioned it earlier. Was it Lance mentioned it earlier?
No.
Yeah.
What, Dogma Melania?
And
Yeah. Oh, is that
Isn't it?
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Michael Douglas? Michael Douglas.
Messed up my
Yeah,
chair.
that's it.
Yeah, Annette Bening and Michael Douglas. What was the other one with Kevin Kline where it was political?
Dave?
Dave. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was another one.
I did.
Wow.
oh, I'm ready for a second supper.
I need something to eat.
You know what? I didn't get to eat supper because I had to go and
Yeah, ours. I don't think you heard that, sir. Nathan was with his friend at Miniature Market, the place that sells like Warhammer stuff.
Right.
He called me 6:30. The battery's dead.
Ah.
I was like,
Because
oh
it's
no.
5 degrees out. Yeah.
So Silly volunteered to go out.
I volunteered.
I
Okay.
but I called him back.
Do you want me to go? Do you want me to go, Jeff? Yes.
Where is it? Oh, I gotta sign in the show. What if it's late and I gotta make sure people get there? Do you want me to do it? It's one of those.
Well, I called him back because our car actually died in the same parking lot. The battery died.
They are great people.
About 2 years ago. And I said, just go in there and talk to the workers and say, is anyone here have a jumper cable? Because that's what I did. And someone came out and boom, we were done.
No problems. I mean, you know how sometimes you have those workers that are like, oh, they are great. They're just like, oh, let me help you here and everything. They were just awesome.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
I did like Shawshank.
Yeah.
Top movie ever rated on IMDb, right there.
Is it really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Read
Shawshank.
the book.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
She will,
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
if it's on, she will watch. It's like that
Yeah,
or
that's
Sign.
That's not a rom-com.
Oh no.
I love
Well,
Sign.
neither is Shawshank Redemption, is it?
Well,
Yeah.
he was saying between Andy and
Ro-
Red. It was
romance.
a love and respect for between two dudes.
Oh, so it was a bromance.
And it's
Romance.
Reed Hayworth.
And yeah. Romance.
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Lance, we did answer this the other day. I think I would, because I pulled the Marianne or Ginger and the Bailey and Jennifer question. Jeff said he would take Jennifer and Ginger any day. I said
Really?
perfect. I said perfect because I'm on the other ones. That would be it.
I'm with you, Stu. That's how we get along for
Yeah.
Oh, you got to give it context.
Gosh, she was beautiful.
Oh, I was going to say, what was this? Jennifer and
Shadow.
Jennifer versus Bailey, and Marianne versus Ginger.
I feel like Marianne and Bailey have more substance to them.
Yeah,
they do. And Bailey had a better body, personally.
I was like, but Jennifer was higher. The other two are higher maintenance.
Yeah, and that too.
Wait, what are you trying to say? Wait a minute.
that woman had
I'm
the
not
best.
sure who's talking.
I'm trying to say Jeff is high maintenance.
Yeah, Jeff would be high maintenance.
Rom-com Airplane. That's a great one, man.
Airplane.
That didn't even occur to me.
Watched that last Sunday.
I did. I watched it last week. Yeah.
Don't call
Now
me
is that-
Shirley.
What were the two characters' names?
Yeah.
Striker.
Surely you can't be serious.
Ted Stryker and Elaine.
Yeah, that was the Seeming rom-com with Elaine and Stryker, or Elaine and Otto.
Oh,
The autopilot.
Yeah.
Because there was quite a scene there between those two.
I got a drinking problem.
My favorite still is when Robert Stack took his sunglasses off. Those other characters right there. We tried getting. We tried getting.
My
Chuck.
favorite is always, what do you make of this? And he's like, I can make a hat or a brooch or a pterodactyl.
When we had Chuck on the show,
know it.
he put on these glasses and he goes, "These make me look like a real jackass. I'm going to start with these on." I said, "Chuck, you should put another pair right on top of it so you can do the airplane thing."
Shakespeare in Love. I like that one. And Notting Hill.
Notting Hill. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
good. We didn't talk about those.
Shakespeare in Love. Good one.
Yeah, those
Notting
are
Hill. That's
Where were you 2 hours ago?
Hugh
Pete?
Grant.
Hugh Grant. Thank you again.
He was busy.
I love Hugh Grant. He's so.
He was.
Yeah, Big Lebowski was another bromance.
Romantic Comedies, I think.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Big Lebowski.
That's a good movie.
The Naked Gun.
There you go.
There you go.
Last week,
You're a big Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, I love Naked Gun.
He was eating supper
Oh,
I want
that,
to eat.
I'm
with the
jealous.
family.
Oh, yeah, you didn't get to eat supper. That's
I
why
know.
we're here about the car.
Yeah,
So is he home safe now?
he's at his. That's the thing. He wasn't even gonna come home. He's going out with his friend. They're all out.
Friend picked them up. They
So
went to the
rescue me,
market.
but I don't want to come home.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then in the meantime, though, while we're doing that, I had to go get White Castles for Christian, but I couldn't tell Nathan because then I'd have to get White Castles for him too.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god, Lance, what how do you find time to walk around in my head? I almost said
I
the
know.
joke earlier.
Yeah,
Yes,
I almost said
that's
that.
all I need.
I'm picking
All I
up
need is
Christmas
this
for you.
chair and this paddleball game, and that's all I need. And this ashtray.
That would be me. That's all I need. This and this and that. That's me.
Wait, look at that.
And you'd walk out of the house in your robe.
No.
No, I like when the guy was trying to kill him at the gas station. He was sitting in the oil cans.
He hates these cans.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh,
He also did Roxanne, was another rom-com he did.
Oh,
Yes. And that's a fantastic movie as well. Like just
Yes.
Yeah.
there's such a terrible like a premise that it
Yeah.
wasn't really all that great. Like Cyrano de Bergerac, right?
Right.
And man, they turned it into a great movie.
Now this isn't a rom-com, but another great movie with Steve Martin in it that's actually a drama is The Spanish Prisoner. Have you ever seen that?
I have not. No.
no!
Do yourself a favor. That's a great.
It's a good.
I've always said that it's one of those movies like some old classics that are great. Do you ever have the great Sunday afternoon movies? That's what Spanish Prisoner is. It's not like sit down for a big, huge movie, but if you want a great movie to keep you interested and to watch on a Sunday afternoon, that is like a good Sherlock Holmes movie. Is a great.
Okay. Wow. Never even heard of it. No.
I think
Yeah,
he's
it deals with like a little bit of corporate espionage kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was
There's
good.
a bunch of
He's really-
players in it that you've seen before. So, yeah. Yeah, one of the guys, I can't remember what else he was in. I saw he was Spider-Man's dad. He was Spider-Man's dad in the Andrew Garfield versions, I think it was.
Too many Spider-Mans
Yeah.
to keep track of.
But maybe it was in the newer ones, though. Maybe it wasn't that. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it was the newest ones, I think. But so he's in it, and some other character as Spanish Prisoner, though, Steve Martin. Because my buddy said he was going to get that on DVD back in the day, back when we were getting DVDs. He goes, my first one was Spanish Prisoner. I'm like, what is that? And he goes, Steve Martin. I go, oh, it's a comedy. He goes, no, it's not a comedy. So I loved it.
He doesn't do a lot that aren't comedies in it.
No, he hasn't.
I
he
can't
hasn't
think of
done
that's
too
it.
many
That's so
movies.
odd to see even a drama would be different.
This is
Yeah, it was.
Canadian humor right here.
That's Canadian humor. Pete says to me, he goes, everyone is a Leafs fan in Canada, Pete. Don't you watch the sports news? Because we have TSN as our national. It's like ESPN owns TSN. And everybody says it's the Toronto Sports Network because they're all over Toronto, right? That's just all they think about. So all of us out on the extremities are sort of ignored, right? There are a lot of Leafs fans around here, believe me. But I'm a Bruins fan. I'm a Boston fan all through and through.
That's the opposite here. The coast are all people talk about here, and then us in the middle we get forgotten.
That's very true. That's very true because your largest cities are on the coast, and ours is right in the middle, right? Well, it's not really right in the middle, but it's more central than what you guys deal with. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
TSN is owned by ESPN?
TSPN has been owned by ESPN for years, yeah.
I did not know
It
that.
did not start that way. It was probably close to 20 years ago now. ESPN, the company that owns ESPN, bought out TSN.
Wow.
Here we go. Do we pick on people for typos or not?
Absolutely.
Where?
No, leave him alone.
Gross Burns.
Burns?
Isn't it a rule if you're going to whip on somebody, you got to spell it right? Isn't that what?
Isn't burn? Isn't that something that grows on your behind? No. No, it's a Montreal Canadiens fan.
Oh,
That's not right.
Burns my ass. That burns my ass.
It burns my ass.
He can't type. I can't pronounce. There you go. I feel for him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pete. I couldn't leave it alone.
Papa Pete, you need a 2019 Blues shirt.
hey, listen, I can't wait to get to St. Louis to see a Blues game. I love the Blues. 2019, I do. I'm going to that series. They had to win the Stanley Cup Finals against Boston. I was hoping for Boston, but St. Louis was the team in the NHL with the highest percentage of Canadians on it. So they were going to win.
I mean, it was, what was it, 50 years they were here before they won? I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah. They've had a lot, and they've had some good teams. They've had some bad teams over the years, but they've had some great teams over the years too. In the last 25 years, even won President's Trophy, which is the top regular season, and just never seemed to pull it off in the playoffs. But they just had the perfect mix there.
My favorite was when they had Hull and Oates. That was so much fun.
Me too.
Yeah,
especially the year Hull scored 86 goals. It was crazy.
That's what we used to do.
That was so much fun.
That's where you used to take me for dates.
I mean, when Hull was here, the Cardinals actually weren't very good. So I actually watched more hockey than I did baseball during that time period because Hull was so good. It was so much fun.
And Hull makes he makes such a great drunk on live TV too.
Gloria, when he was singing Gloria.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw any of that celebration, but during the celebration, first of all the Blues were drunk. They were walking the streets drinking, even the ones that were under 21. And then,
my God.
Then Brett Hull was drunk by the morning. And in the afternoon, he was on stage trying to sing Gloria.
No, I remember that.
Great.
You know what I thought he said at first? Hall and Oates. Hall and Oates. What the hell, huh? Hall and Oates.
Hall and
I was like,
Oates,
oh, that makes much more sense.
That was always
now.
a play in too. Hall and
I was
Oates.
like, Hall and Oates.
Yeah.
Hall and
Like,
Oates.
That wasn't even when the team was at the best. St. Louis, they had better teams after they went because they were so top heavy with those guys.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brett Hull in and of himself was a fantastic player, but he didn't bring his team up to the next level. Like they had a much better team in 2019.
You should.
That's what people here were saying. But then he went and won 2 Stanley Cups with 2 other teams,
With Dallas.
and Detroit, right?
You should tell them about the.
Yeah, but in Detroit, he was a third liner at Detroit, right? Well, he was a guy who could still score, but he wasn't. They didn't depend on him anymore.
Oh, I got to. My mom will appreciate this. If she's still watching. Years and years ago, when Brett Hall was on the team, she bought. We used to have a St. Louis Blues store. You go in and just buy stuff, all blue stuff.
Sure, yeah.
And they had ornaments signed by the players.
Okay, yeah.
And my brother-in-law opened up. She gave it one to him, one to me. He opened up a signed Brett Hall ornament. I opened mine up, and it was Peter Zezel. I'm like,
Hey,
Peter Zezel.
Peter Zezel was a fantastic player.
He wasn't here though.
That's
This
great.
was past his prime. I'm like, Zezel.
All right,
Mom.
all right. Now, do you want to feel bad?
No.
Peter Zezel was only about 42 when he passed away from cancer.
Who?
Peter Zezel passed away very
Oh, he
young.
died?
Aw.
He did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Still a funny story.
you still have that ornament, it might be worth something.
All I have to say is please feel for me.
No, do you still have that ornament?
And me, I've got the most evil cohort on YouTube.
I don't know if I still have it or not. I mean, I didn't get rid of it. We might still have it.
Yay, I've teamed up with Satan.
I gotta double check that now. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna feel really bad.
You know who?
I want to know if there's a filter on here that'll put horns on Jeff's head.
Well, Pete, you remember
It's still
Wickenheiser,
funny
right?
though.
Doug Wickenheiser, yep.
Was he drafted number 1 by the Montreal?
Number 1 overall instead of Raymond Bourque. Ray Bourque was drafted number 3 that year.
And
Montreal took Wickenheiser number 1. That was
Thank you.
yeah.
There better be a place for me up there for dealing with this one.
Yeah, Zezel died when he was 44.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And
Oh my gosh.
well, Wickenheiser came here at the end of his career. You know, he never was very good, but he had one moment here in St. Louis that everyone remembers him for because he died really young too. He was in his 40s.
Wickenheiser died young. Wickenheiser's a little bit more self-inflicted, though, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
I think he had cancer. I don't know what else is going on with him. But there's a game in St. Louis called the Monday Night Miracle. It's where they were trailing the Calgary Flames by like 3 or 4 with just a few minutes left, and they came storming back and tied it. And
I remember it well.
Greg Paslowski had the best goal, I think, of the whole night, though. A guy was behind his own net for Flames, and he went to go skate up ice, and Paslowski came behind him. He came behind him and turned and took a shot while the guy still had the puck on his stick, and he shot and went right past the goalie for a goal. I've never seen anyone do that before. I mean, the guy was just skating around, and he just went, whoop, just took it right from him and shot all at the same time. And that was a great one. But Wickenheiser ended up scoring the game winner in overtime, so that was his one big thing he ever
Claim
did.
to fame
Yeah.
here in St. Louis.
And then they end up losing that. That was the semifinals in 1986.
Yeah,
And,
and then they lost the next game, and
They lost Game 7 because I was being here. My aunt and uncle lived in Calgary at the time, and I took a flight out after university that year, and went out and visited them for 2 weeks. I was out there when that went on, and it was during a Chinook, a big winter storm. One day in Calgary, it was about a foot and a half of snow that day. $10 million worth of damage to the power. And St. Louis played Calgary at the Saddle Dome, and they won. And then I went and stood outside the Saddle Dome for 36 hours in line and got tickets for Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals against Montreal. That is weird. Not all that same year, but that was that series before that St. Louis and Calgary played.
You know what's weird about that game, that Miracle, Monday Night Miracle, is Brett Hull was in. He was there at the old arena. He was there because the Flames had drafted him.
Yeah,
and they invited him to the game.
Sure.
So he was there as a Flame. That's just so weird. And I heard when he mentioned that once, I was like, that's so bizarre. He was there for like one of the all-time great Blues games.
He played for the Moncton Golden Flames, which was here in New Brunswick, which is a farm team for Calgary, who drafted him. And then he very, very quickly he went to St. Louis.
They traded, I think,
very long.
Yeah, they traded. I can't remember who it was, Rick Walmsley and
When you guys have these amazing conversations, it totally now I get it what it sounds like when I talk about music. I mean, Jeff mentions one thing right off the bat. You're like, that was 1970, whatever. He's like, yep. And this one did that. Well, because this guy did that and he was a part of that. And I'm like, holy shit, this is what I sound like when I talk about this band. And that guy was with this
classic.
band.
Yes.
And this guy produced that album, who actually had the artwork that the guy did on that album.
This is you and Chuck on Wednesday night, man.
That's it. I love it. That's why I'm never like, oh, good God, they're doing that again. It's like, no, I do that.
It was just fun because there was
it's all important. I wish I knew all that, like you did.
Because there was like 20 minutes of that last show with Chuck, and I didn't know what to say because I was like, I didn't understand anything anybody was saying. I was like, I don't recognize any of these names. I don't know anything.
You're out of my league right now.
It's like me watching 2001.
And it all comes back around.
Okay. Do you want to let's tie it all back around to something you might respect more, Stu? Okay.
Oh,
that series. Okay. Game 7 was there during the Chinook. The next day, or during the storm, and the next day a Chinook blew through. Which a Chinook is a warm westerly wind that comes off the Rocky Mountains.
Like the Santa Anas.
Yeah, and it blows through, and there was 1.5 feet of snow, $10 million worth of damage to the power supply, and it was 75 degrees the next day, and the snow you could hear it melt. Anyway, and then the series started a couple days later. Yeah, that's out west. Yeah, a couple days later, I went and I stood outside for 36 hours because you got there and you took a number to get tickets for the hockey game. So game 1 of the Stanley Cup final was. I was 5 people away from getting tickets. Okay. So I ended up just staying, and I stayed outside and I ended up staying outside. And what went on in the Saddledome that night was a Rush concert. So Rush played that night. We were sitting outside the Saddledome listening to Rush inside the building.
Cool.
Wow. I knew you were going to end it with Rush. That's so weird.
At the time, I didn't have any appreciation for Rush whatsoever. Yeah. Like the opportunity, I would love to have been to say, "Oh, I went to see Rush," and I never did.
So, what year was that?
1986.
1986.
Yeah, it was May of 1986. Yeah.
Oh, they had Power Windows. That was the album that was out. That was their Power Windows.
In a car.
There you go. And the music stuff is what she would be all over, not the hockey stuff. Right? She'd know that stuff, but.
Yeah, Rush, Power. Because I was like, I always like to, if I can throw down on something like that, it's what year was it? And then I'm like, I know what that, because I was playing Big Money on the radio at the time.
Okay.
Because they had that from that album. It wasn't my favorite Rush album, but that's kind of, I was very fortunate, and I saw Rush on the Moving Pictures tour in '81, and I believe that, I hate to say it, Rush went on to do other great things, and they did a ton of great things after that. But as far as an album is concerned, that was the peak of their career, was the Moving Pictures tour and everything. They did Exit Stage Left, I think, from that tour, and a brilliant album, just front to back. It's awesome. So, but yeah, so that's how I put that together. Cool. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm a pork.
That's fantastic.
Fresh.
Exit Stage Left. We immediately think of Snagglepuss.
Exit Stage Left. Did he say right or left?
I think he usually said right, but
right. You enter left and exit right usually.
So Rush on the left, Snagglepuss on the right. And I just did it backwards. That's left and right. All
Mhm.
right.
Wow.
Well, shall we call it?
We really did digress right there, didn't we?
Yeah, but it was beautiful. It
It
was great.
was.
We were done a little before an hour and a half into the show, and now it is 2.5 hours into the show.
As we get more of these into us, you know. It's
Well,
like,
at least our wives are here and they can see how that happens. You know, it's
yeah,
you know,
It's a
pretty
classic
easy.
Go Game
and that,
Girl
and that she's
episode.
still here.
Physically,
I
I'm
don't-
physically still here.
I don't mean that after all these years she's still here. I just mean
Why is she still here?
At the moment, she's still here.
Lance, thank you as always.
Thank you, Lance.
Right?
Lance provides so much input; it's crazy. And I've said it 2 or 3 times. I'm going to do a live stream with Lance there one of these days, and we're going to talk.
Yeah.
We're going to talk video games, and we're going to talk racing too. I don't know if you guys like racing. I'm certainly not an expert, not like he is, but I'm going to hit him up
an
the next
expert
couple
now.
weeks to get him on and do a little bit of a live stream and hope everybody comes on to watch.
Yeah, as close as I get to racing is cars. I think that's just what was that?
Yeah,
What did you
that's
say?
I don't- we're
Yeah,
I don't know.
sir.
I might actually go with Aunt Esther on this
I'm going
one.
with Ann Esther too.
Esther versus
Who the hell's that, Esther?
I don't know.
Sanford and
Yeah,
Son.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Man, that would be like 2 titans going at it. I mean,
oh yeah.
that's something you just gotta watch.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
There
mean,
will
that
be
would,
no sarcasm
Oh,
there
my
with there.
God.
you know what, Jeff? That would be a classic television season of Dragon Ball Z right there is what that would be.
Yes. It would go on for about 20 episodes.
We
One
need-
battle, one season, one battle.
We
And
need
Esther and
Lance
Garth.
Jennings writing the script for the new and improved Celebrity Death Match.
Oh my
I feel like
I'd
he,
hire Lance for that.
I feel like he writes the scripts for our shows.
There you go.
Oh, Aunt Esther of St. Louis. Then how about that?
Is she?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
and Red Fox.
Yeah, Red Foxes.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of
Yeah,
those
and-
guys were from St. Louis. They were like friends of his from when he lived here, and he just brought them on the show.
Wow,
Okay.
that's cool. That's
Uh,
why didn't he have Mormon on there?
I don't know.
All this money.
There's a Red Fox concert, like a stand-up routine. I
Yeah.
think it's Tubi. I got to check that out because I've seen them in the past, not for so many years, but he used to be filthy, was he not?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
He was filthy for the time,
For the time.
right.
for the era.
he worked blue,
Right.
as they would
He
say.
worked blue. He worked blue. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're like Richard Pryor came along and changed the way blue was interpreted, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
And then Eddie Murphy. Changed everything.
I think Christine, you should have the honors tonight.
Just say do what?
Go game gone.
Oh, go game gone, people.
He's had enough.
I love the people. People.
We're done.
Go.
Game gone.
Gone.